It was 10 days ago that the darkness came. The stars went out, the moon vanished, the sun set and never rose. In the first days, 30 of us gathered in a convenience store. Food, flashlights, phone chargers, candles. Food ran out first. We discovered that we can be our own worst enemies. And then, there were 20 of us. 5 days ago, they came. They crawled out from under the beds of our subconscious and flung open the closet doors. Things that go bump in the night. Light seems to hold them off, if only till a candle flickers or a battery dies. But in that light, there's hope. Today, the remaining 4 of us gathered in the 6th floor museum in downtown Dallas. I guess you could say we're looking for a magic bullet. One last shot. We're low on food, low on hope, and 10 candles between us and the darkness.
Tam, a storyteller at McStabber Studios, and the game runner for tonight's 10 Candles game. 10 Candles is a story of apocalypse. It contains mature content, which includes graphic depictions of horrific scenes, and these may trigger emotional responses in some viewers. While I can vet the topics discussed with players at a table, I don't have that same ability with stream viewers. We take the well-being of viewers very seriously. If something causes an emotional response and it's too much, please do what you need to do. Mute the stream, step away, take a break, do what you need to do to take care of yourself. If you decide to stay in, we are available in the chat during stream to help talk you through it if you need that. On behalf of the McStabber Studios community, thank you for being with us, and we hope you enjoy the stream. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to McStabber Studios presenting 10 Candles. I am Tam, and I will be the storyteller for this evening. This is a dark game. My friends, your characters will die. But there's still hope. There's always hope. And you should always try to find that special moment, that hope, that glory, that salvation that has to be out there somewhere. And if you would now introduce your characters, please.
I'm Chops, and I'm Rufus Hurwitz. I'm in my early 30s. I've got short brown hair and bushy eyebrows, and I have heavy wrinkles all over my forehead from a lot of time thinking and planning. I guess you'd call me a corporate puppet, but I love cutting strings to find my way up.
My name's Mandy. I am playing Kate Larkin, early 20s, dark hair, large eyes on the shorter side, and she is a daycare teacher, as evidenced by the crying in the background, if you can hear that.
I am Samantha, and I'm playing Thea Walsh. She is a podcaster. She really wants to be more of an investigative journalist, but those cards did not work well for her, so she is a podcaster, and she's in her mid-20s, dark hair, blue eyes, short, probably about 5'4".
My name is Moira, and I am playing Jordan Weber. Jordan is a charismatic mid-20s weather reporter who can be seen on your local weather channel. Every day, peppy, but behind the scenes, potentially she's struggling with something on her own.
All right. Our candles are lit. Should a candle go out, it brings us closer to the end. It will not be relit. As we end a scene, when a failure happens in a character's action, the candle will go out, and we will get closer to the end, to the final darkness. Dallas can be pretty toasty in the summertime, but who could miss a chance to see the grassy knoll, right? You were here on a summertime trip when the darkness fell. It started with a report of locust swarms on the African continent, then South America. Europe went dark. Asia dimmed into night. The globe gained a constant background buzz. The chittering in the constant night was a nuisance, and now it is every moment of every day and every night. At first, the hotels made room for those trapped far away from home. That was 5 days ago. Now, the only commerce is in food and the new precious metals, lead and brass. Then they arrived, and people started disappearing. Your group made their way to the 6th floor museum. At start, there was 20, 15, 10, and now 4. Anything's better than on the street, but it's obvious this place isn't going to hold out for you much longer. And then you picked up a rumor. There's a base in Houston. Food, shelter, military protection. 240 miles to Hope. Welcome to 10 Candles. Night has fallen. Well, at least that's what it would be. You know the sun would have gone down by now if there was a sun. You could probably tell by the stars of the moon, but they're gone too. It's just dark as you sit in this small room in the museum and make your plans.
I don't think that we should stay here much longer.
And you have any idea where we're gonna head next?
I told you about the rumors. Do you not? I mean, of course the rumors, but you don't believe me?
It's not that I don't believe you. It's that I don't know where we're gonna go next. That's, what, 200 or more miles from here? What are we, just gonna hoof it?
Do you have any?
Try.
Yeah. We can't sit here. There were 20 of us.
Yeah, well, why do you think we're the only 4 left, huh? I mean, there's got to be something going for us.
And what do you want to eat?
How do you think it's going to be?
Look, I'm not saying we shouldn't go. I'm just asking what your plan is. I don't want to be caught out in the open out there.
Rufus, you have a lot of concern about a plan, but you're not really offering any help.
What? Well, you make a good point. Look, do you know any place between here and there? I don't come to Texas. It's not something I do often.
I mean, it's 200 and something miles, right? There's got to be at least a little bit in between here and there.
There's got to be at least a gas station somewhere along the way.
Or
something.
A crap ton of them. Gas stations, malls. There's probably RV parks that we can go and try to stay inside of some of them.
Residential homes?
Steal a car. I mean, the list could go on and on and on, Rufus.
That's all I'm trying to figure out is if there's this list of options, we have to narrow them down. There's too many directions to go if we
There's one direction, and it's towards Houston. And the longer we sit here debating, the less time we're going to have.
All right. So then, again, I come back to, what, are we just going to start hoofing it in that direction?
There's a road that goes directly from Dallas to Houston. Do you want to stick to the roads?
Well, suppose if there was anybody else out there that they might be on the road, but do we want to expose ourselves to that?
I think that might be too big of a risk. I mean, if we're going to be, it's very open on the roads, and have you not seen any of the classic apocalyptic movies? I mean, once you're on the road or in the open, you're a sitting target. I think maybe sticking to whatever wooded areas or off the road, just backyards. I don't know. Something along those lines would probably be better.
I'm with you on that one. No sense doing things out in the open when you can do them behind closed doors, right?
Right.
This is not a fucking movie.
Is it not? I mean, have you seen outside lately?
Yeah.
I've seen this movie before 100 times.
Well, I haven't lived this life before, so I would rather get there as fast as we possibly can. And if that means going on the road, why don't we just try to see if we can steal a car or something? Some bikes, anything, and just get there quicker.
Well,
I mean, are you going to take Are you going to take the chance to try to find keys or hotwire a vehicle? They could be out there. They're watching. I mean, you never know. You go out there and you try to hotwire a car. You're making noise trying to make it crank, or looking for keys and you're shuffling around. And then the next thing you know, you're face to face.
Okay. I feel like we shouldn't stay here much longer. And every minute that we spend debating is another minute that one of you guys could get taken away.
I agree with Kate.
Not wrong. Look, if you're so eager that we get started, right? But you want to stick to the main roads, why don't we come to a compromise here, right? We'll get started moving right now, but we're going to use the backyards. Maybe we'll come across somebody who's got a bike back there, and that'll start working towards what you want, right? I want to cut a deal here and make it fair for everybody.
We could check a house if we come across one. Maybe they have keys. Usually they keep keys on the key rings next to the doors. It shouldn't be that difficult. It could work.
The only way to know if it's going to work is to try.
Yeah,
I agree.
Right.
How many of you are from around here? Rufus, you're not from Texas, correct?
No.
I was here hoping for my big break. Not really the break I was looking for.
Yes, well, from what I understand, it's not as common in other states, but we do have frontage roads on basically every highway. So we don't have to be on the main road. We could be just slightly beside it. May allow us to have some escapism. I mean, there's exits every mile. If we need to leave the road, we can just leave, head into a neighborhood nearby.
Well, sure, when in Rome, why not do like the Romans, right?
Did the Romans have frontage roads?
That's a good question. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it too much. I like the idea is what I'm trying to say.
All right, so we pack what food we have. We pack what supplies we have. We distribute it across the four of us evenly, and we start on foot and try to find a vehicle, right?
Well,
Right.
I mean, yeah, you could distribute it evenly, right? And then all of us would be worn out, or some, maybe two of us could carry most of it, and then two of you would be nice and fresh. Now, personally, I'm willing to take up one of the packs. I'm not saying that you can't carry
That's
it.
foolish. That's no different than what's that saying? You don't have to run faster than the monster, just the one that, is more exhausted.
Hey, if you want to be exhausted from carrying a bag, that's your prerogative. But I'm trying to make it easier for
No,
at
we
least
should
two.
be equal. That's what I'm saying. It should be equal. That way we all have an equal shot. But what if, say, you and I, for an example, decide that we're going to carry all of it at first, and then we end up in a situation? We're screwed.
Well, there you go. Don't let any of us get into a situation. Let's say I'm carrying 2 packs and I fall in a hole. You bastards better not leave me because you need me.
Or we could just need the food.
Yeah, that's right. And I'll definitely hand it up while I'm hanging off the edge.
That's not the point. That's not what I was trying to get at. I'm just simply saying that it's probably best if you never know. We might end up getting separated at some point if something happens. And
Fine. We all carry our own bags and we go on the frontage roads. Does that work for everybody? Can we stop sitting inside of this?
And it is end
Finally.
of scene as a candle has gone out on its own. You gather your things together, and nobody notices the cockroach that was on the wall that drops down to the floor, skitters out under a crack in the wood. Now that your conversation's over, it doesn't need to hang around anymore. We now have 9 candles lit. We know these things to be true. The world is dark. Rufus, please start us off on our 9 truths.
The world is dark, and it's getting colder.
The world is dark, but we still have food.
the world is dark, but we have a plan.
The world is dark, and we've decided that Rufus and Jordan will carry the food.
The sound in the night has grown. It's becoming less of a buzz and more of a harmony. Rufus?
It's a good thing that Rufus and Jordan are carrying the food, because there are many potholes along the road.
The potholes are especially bumpy in the shitty old car that we were able to hotwire.
The shitty old car and the potholes are making too much noise.
Despite bringing more attention to each other and ourselves as a group, we're slowly learning to trust more than we did when we started.
It's not sure how far half a tank of gas is going to get you. But there's one thing we do know. We are still alive.
We are still alive.
We are still alive.
All right. Do we want to do that again?
You'll get other chances because I see another candle that's looking a little weak over there. These are new candles. I just want to say they are new candles. This is what makes the game interesting. You've got 9. There are now 9 die in the communal dice pool. Just so you know. I still have none at this point. You are on the road. You've made it a few miles out of Dallas. You're on I-45. It's amazing the number of Teslas, Lambos. There's even a Ferrari mixed in among the Beamers that you've crossed. And of course, you've got, every other kind of vehicle out there. And hey, it's a Ford Fiesta, but it holds all 4 of you, so that's a car, right? They should have decent mileage. And the heater works.
Rufus, can you drive any faster?
Yeah, sure, if we had a better car, but no, had to be this piece of shit.
No,
Do you
that's
know
a
how-
bad idea.
Do you know how to hotwire anything that has basically an onboard, just full-on computer?
Yeah, that's right. I keep that in my back pocket and didn't share it with anybody. You're right.
Just like you're not sharing the food?
Oh,
I warned
If
you
you
that this
want
would
it-
happen. I
if you
just
want
want to
it,
say
it's
that.
right there. Come on.
Fine.
Rufus, you're driving, right?
Yeah.
And you're having this conversation. We've said there are potholes. I get the feeling that driving in this is a little bit risky, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
I think we need a die
Because
roll
people
for
are
this.
trying my patience. So we need a roll.
Well, the
Oh, I
good
think
news
that should be
is
less one.
you have a success. So you're successful at driving this. And you did roll a 1, however, which puts 1 die in my dice pool, which we're not going to need for now. So Rufus, tell us how the driving's going. What's going on with this conversation as you make your way down the road?
Well, the driving's going all right, but as we're going, I end up turning and looking a lot because it's a back and forth conversation between people in the front and the back, and I like making eye contact personally. So as I'm swerving in and out in between these cars and over these potholes, I think it's mostly luck that's guiding me at the moment.
But the luck's going good. You can't beat that.
Look, if you want a snack so bad, I'll just reach back and grab it and give it to you myself.
Rufus, pay attention to the road.
Rufus!
Grab the wheel. Don't worry.
If you wreck this car, we're back on foot. None of us want that. So please pay attention.
Well, what do you want? Do you want to eat now, or do you want me to drive? What do you want from
I
me?
can get my own food. I don't need you messing around in the back seat when you're supposed to be focused on the damn road.
Yes. And somehow it's my fault that you're not able to get the food out of the bag, right? Because I'm the one keeping it from you.
No, you were the one keeping it.
Rufus, pull over.
Oh, okay. So now you want me to drive and you want me to pull over and you want a snack.
I'm
Which
saying
is it?
pull over right now. We're switching drivers. We're switching packs.
No. Why would I stop right now? Please.
See, he wants to keep the damn pack. That's what this is about.
The pack is in the... Oh, fine. What would make everybody most happy? For the
Pulling
moment...
over.
Stop driving.
Fine.
You've been driving for 3 hours. We can
Yeah.
switch drivers. If you want to
Jordan,
keep the food,
honestly,
fine.
I think that you should drive. You know the roads better. You're from here, though.
Fine.
Gladly.
And I'll pull over to the side of the road. I'll try to bring it up behind another vehicle.
Okay. You pull in slowly behind an 18-wheeler. It's an old Kenworth. It's been looted. The back's opened. It was a hostess truck. Somebody's got a bunch of snowballs and who knows what else. Hey. They left a mess in the road, though. Getting it over in a Fiesta, a Jeep you might be able, but you're probably going to have to clear these pallets out of the way.
Oh, great. So, I guess not only am I going to have to stop driving, but you probably want me to move those pallets too, huh?
I mean, if you're volunteering, yeah.
Oh, well, I guess that makes it easy, doesn't it?
Kinda.
I guess I'll head over and start absentmindedly tossing pallets to the side.
As you're working
join.
on this, go ahead, please.
I'm gonna join Rufus.
Okay. As you're working on this, it comes to mind. Oh yeah, those movies that we've watched. Isn't this how they lay a trap?
This is a bad idea. We need to get
Jordan,
moving again.
Rufus, can you guys come back here?
Guys, come on. We need to get going again. We're wasting too much time. You guys are making way too much noise. We got to get going. Come on.
Oh, jeez, make up your minds already. Fine.
Rufus,
What?
I just want you to know that you're not exactly making friends right now. There are 4 of us. If you don't like us, then you can be by yourself. But I don't think you want to be by yourself, do you?
No, that's why I'm trying to help. But every time I try to do anything, I've got 4 or 5 people sticking their, well, 3 people sticking their fingers in my plans and bothering me.
Okay, well then what are your plans, Rufus?
To get from here to there safely and quickly. But no, I can't.
Is that not what everyone else's plans are? Then switch bags. Is that okay?
Look, can we just
I'll
get in the
drive.
car, you know?
Yes.
Guys, seriously, come on. We need to go.
We're going.
Thea, do you see anything?
Thea, you can have my bag. I'll drive.
Thank you. I don't see anything.
I don't like it here.
Did you hear anything? Did you hear that? We need to go.
With the road not cleared, how are you going to get past the obstacles in the vehicle? Are you going to try and go over it, find a way around it?
We're in a Ford Fiesta, right?
Mm-hmm. A lovely car. Oh. The storyteller owns one and likes it quite a bit.
Does the storyteller know if it has 4-wheel drive?
No, and also it doesn't have the clearance to make it over a pallet.
I assumed not.
It is a more of a racing type of vehicle.
Great.
Yeah.
What about the side of the road? Can we just go along the side of the road a little bit and go around them?
Yes,
I just skirt the median.
Yes.
Sounds
and I'll
a little
drive
risky,
on the shoulder.
It's a good try. Why don't you give me a check on that risky maneuver there?
And that's me as driver driving on the shoulder.
You got a success, but I will tell you you've lost 2 more dice from the pool. That means that the next person who rolls will have 6 dice. Just to let you know. If you've succeeded, why don't you tell us how this goes, how you navigate around these and make your way down the road?
So typically on Texas highways, on the shoulder, there's a bit of a median that has a lift to it. So specifically to avoid, I can even get a tire up on the concrete barrier and navigate around. It's kind of bumpy, it's a bit loud, but we make it through.
Mm-hmm. And you're headed
Driving
down.
again.
Yep. You're on your way. You're about to Ennis at this point. You've been driving for a little while. It's slow going, it's taken hours, but without sunshine, you can't say whether it's taken a day or just some time.
Just, did any of you guys happen to, I don't know, work at a gas station or something, or I don't know, maybe we should stop. If we find another gas station that is not on the side of the road, that's a really bad idea and we shouldn't do that. But maybe we could stop at a gas station, see if they have a generator, get some more gas, or I don't know, siphon some.
Now, that sounds like something we might be able to pull off. I doubt any of the cars on the road haven't already been siphoned, but maybe we don't need to find a gas station. Maybe we need to find a parking garage, huh?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. A parking. Well, at the same time, though, if we stop at a gas station, we might be able to see if they have anything, more food, maybe, or something. It's worth a shot.
Some water.
That's true.
Right.
But I don't know about you. I sometimes keep spare snacks and things in my car. Maybe that. But, you know, I'm just saying the gas station idea, while I love it, there are some problems. I think everybody's thought to go to the gas stations by now, surely.
You're right. What if we try to duck into a residential neighborhood? Maybe we could find shelter for a little while?
That's a good idea. Oh, like a little mini community, suburban thing, if there is one anywhere.
With a garage, a two-car
Yes.
garage. There might be the second car inside of the other side.
Yeah.
Or somebody who's been stocking up for the end.
There's plenty of those on this route, I assure you.
That's where we should go. We should find one of those, and that's our next stop. At least we'll
Someone-
have some cover.
Someone who's been stocking up for the end, though, is not going to be happy having guests in their residential home.
Hey, that's if they're still around. We can always hope.
He's
Okay.
right.
I mean, he's
For
not
once,
wrong.
yeah. All right. Fine. Now I'll pull off to the nearest exit.
All right. You pull off and fairly close order you find a subdivision. Small one, but nice houses. Gotta wonder how the bank funds people. What do they do for a living out here in the middle of nowhere to have a house like this? But no lights. Mailboxes. What they were, the wood ones are gone. The brick ones have been shattered. Looks like a couple of cars were torched. A lot of the houses, doors are gone. But there's one house, end of a cul-de-sac. The windows are boarded over. It has a door.
That one. That one's probably going to be our best bet. But there's a real good chance that somebody's probably inside.
Well, if there's somebody inside, they probably haven't talked to anybody reasonable in a while. Maybe one of us goes up and knocks and sees if they want to talk.
All right. I think whoever the person is, we should drop them off and hide the vehicle somewhere. What if they come out and try to storm us for gas or something?
Our tank is almost empty. What are they going to storm?
I mean,
They don't
there's
know
another
that.
option. We could take the potential thought process from them and make it seem like maybe one of us is injured or something, so that there's more of an urgency, less thought involved. Better chance.
Absolutely. And just hear me out on this one. We have a car that's looking okay, right? worst comes to worst, we got a pretty decent bargaining chip. If they don't buy the sick and injured thing, because I'll be honest, if any of you came up and told me that, I'd say you were full of shit. But if it comes down to it and they don't buy it, we have a good bargaining chip. So maybe we don't hide the car, huh?
So
Wait,
you want to bargain a car for a bed?
No. I'm saying if things go south, if they start asking too many questions, we have
then
something.
there's 4 of us.
Exact. Well, 4 of us does a lot of good if someone's got a shotgun, but you know.
Then maybe only one of us needs to get 1 or 2 of us goes, and the other ones stay behind and wait and see what happens.
Am I playing getaway driver? Is that what we're doing?
Maybe.
It's shaping up that way.
All right. Okay, I'll pull up in front of the house then, and I'll park on the curb.
I'll go to the door.
I'll go. We're 2 very small, unassuming women. What harm could we possibly present, right?
Right. That's a good idea. And I'm going to get out of the car as soon as she parks.
Kate will follow.
You make your way up to the door. It's surprising. I mean, this is Texas, but there are a lot of anthills in this yard. As you look around, you notice there seem to be anthills everywhere. When you get near the front door, you realize it's not pulled all the way to. It's open just a slight bit.
I'm gonna push it open and kind of look. I'm gonna whisper to Kate and say, should I call out? Or should we just go in?
I think it's better if we just go in quietly.
Okay. Okay, yeah. And I'll push it open and I'll start to proceed inside.
This sounds a little bit risky to me.
Oh, shit.
So I'd like it if you would please do a roll.
Okay.
Well, the good news is you have a success. I'm afraid the sad news is you rolled a 1, so you've lost another die from the pool. Which means the next person's going to have 5 die. Tell us what you find when you enter the house.
As I go into the house, it looks completely normal, except for the blood.
Where is the blood?
There's a trail from the foyer trailing off further in.
Are there any other details about this trail? I mean...
It starts small, like little droplets, and gets larger the further it goes in. And then from droplets, it's a streak.
Yeah, you see the blood, right?
Yeah,
Do we go in?
Well, yeah, just keep the door open just in case.
Okay.
Maybe whatever happened happened days ago. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe
Surely.
some other travelers like us came in here and had the same idea, and they actually were hurt instead of just pretending to be.
Maybe there's somebody still alive and they can, I don't know, give us some
a lot of blood.
information. I'm trying to be a little hopeful here.
Is the blood still wet and glossy? Or is it dry and brown?
I'm gonna say that it is starting to dry. There, the bigger patches of it, like the bigger puddles of it, are still slightly wet, are still kind of puddly, but the streaks and such are drying over.
What are you going to do?
All right, I'll go first. Stay behind me, keep the door open. If I say run, jet.
Okay.
All right, we just need to see if you can find some keys, or maybe there's another vehicle outside, or make it to the kitchen. Maybe there's food. That's our goal. That's our plan. We're going keys, food, keys and kitchen. Okay?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, here we go. And I'm going to proceed very cautiously and slowly forward.
As you're stumbling through this very dark, but a little bit of brightness that you can see just a little as you go forward, you come across the body.
Kate, do you see? Can you tell?
Of course I see, Thea. Like, it's
No. Can you see if it's? Is it breathing? Can you tell? It's.
Thea's going to walk over and try to check the pulse of the body.
As you move closer, your first thing you notice is this appears to be a dark-skinned person. And as you lean down to them, you're like, they must be alive, they're moving. But as you reach for the hand, you stir up a group of ants that are devouring the body.
Oh my god. Back away. No, back away. Don't get them on you.
She's going to throw the hand down, start stomping her feet to try to squash as many of the ants as possible.
No. Kate, come
and
on,
then
back.
Back towards Thea.
Kate, I need you to do me a favor, please. Would you please roll the die pool, as this seems to be a risky and dangerous situation?
Sure thing, I will. So I stomp and throw the hand down, and as I'm stomping, I squash hundreds upon thousands of tiny itty-bitty little ants, and I get back to Thea without having any ants be able to find purchase on my clothes or my shoes.
You know, the stomping, the vibration seems to have struck some chord with them, and they moved away from you. But now that you've cleared back, I mean, most of what you saw was bleach white bone. They've pretty much scoured this body down, and from the blood, it couldn't be more than just a few hours old.
Thea, we're leaving. I don't care if there's another car inside of the driveway.
No, Kate, think rationally. They're on the body. Just leave the body alone. We can still find the damn kitchen. We can at least try to see if there's some food. We're not gonna...
They'll have food. We're not out of food. We're almost out of gas. That's what we need to be worried about.
But we'll eventually start running out of food, especially if we end up on the side of the road without gas.
Did you see what that pile of ants was?
Yes. And
Did
it's
you
over
see
there.
any flesh? Yes, it's over there. The kitchen is on the other side.
Rufus, they're taking way too long. We can't. Either you go or I go, or we have to. I don't want to just sit out here.
Oh, God, you're right. And you know the roads, so I guess I'm going.
Okay, just if something's going on, then just, I don't know, don't yell, but do some kind of signal. We probably should have talked about this before the other two went in, but I don't know, just...
Look, I'll throw a rock at the car. Does that work?
Sure.
I think I can hit it from the front door, probably.
I hope so. It's not that far.
Yeah, right. I'm not an Olympian. Forgive me. And I'll pop open the door and start heading up.
As you open the door, cockroach that had been perched on top of it falls into your lap.
Oh, shit. Did you see that?
Yeah, it was a bug.
Yeah, but
They have wings. A lot of people don't realize that. They can fly.
oh God, they fly?
Yeah, Kate and Thea might be dead in a house right now and you're worried about a cockroach in your lap.
Fine. Sorry for having emotions.
You I don't know if you realize this, but you not being an Olympian and also having emotions, you're just taking tallies away from how much I like you, Rufus.
Yeah, great. Well, we'll tally you up later, too.
Great.
Just head towards the door.
Excellent. You make your way in the door, and I assume you can probably hear Thea and Kate having their conversation, because whispering a bit, they are still filled with a little bit of, is angst a good word? And you notice the blood on the floor.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, all right. I'm going to work my way in and, hey, it's just me, Rufus. Don't freak out or anything. Is everyone okay?
Rufus, be careful. There are thousands of ants and a body.
Okay. So are we getting the hell out of here then?
That's what I was trying to convince Thea to do, but she still wants to go forward and try to get into the kitchen.
There's a body. It's a body. There's ants on the body. Okay,
The ants
big
have
deal.
eaten all of the flesh off of the body, Thea. Do you want to walk by it? I like my flesh on my bones.
There's gotta be a different way. This is a big enough house. There is surely another fucking way. There's not just one way to a damn kitchen in this house like this.
All right, well, did anybody consider trying to find a way into the garage?
See, at least somebody is thinking.
Are we going to go outside to get into the garage? Because usually the entrance to the garage is through the kitchen.
If there's a garage, there is a garage door outside. So yes, we can go outside and try to pry it open. If you would like, you can go back to the damn car and Rufus and I can continue. But we're already here. We might as well try to make the best of it and find what we can. It shouldn't be a waste.
Exactly. If we pulled off the road, we got to get something out of this. We wasted gas coming out here, I want to remind you.
Maybe
You're right.
there's a car.
You're right.
We can siphon
You're right.
something.
Okay, you're right. Just go. Okay, let's just get out of this fucking hallway. And
Okay.
Keep
maybe
an
we
eye on
can.
those damn things, all right?
I think if you stomp on them, or stomp near them, they don't try to crawl on you. I don't know. That's what worked with me. But I wouldn't let any of these ants get anywhere close to you.
Yeah, you know, that wasn't high on my list of priorities, but I'll keep it in mind.
You know, the sarcasm, Rufus.
What? It's my second favorite asm. Leave me alone.
I'm just not even. Let's just go. Let's get this done and over with. Let's just go. Enough. We're yelling enough right now. We were whispering at first. Now we're not even trying to be quiet. Who knows what we're attracting right now? So can we just get outside and get this done, please? Are you okay with that, Kate?
With
Lead
all the
the
loud
way.
noise in the conversation, you've apparently startled someone in an upstairs bedroom because you hear, "Mommy?"
Shit. Shh.
No, we can't.
"Mommy, where are you?"
No,
Our
that's a big.
problem. It's not our fucking problem.
Kate books it for the stairs.
Sorry, Rufus. I go to the garage. See what you can find. I can't. Just go find something and go to the garage. And I'm gonna turn and follow Kate.
As they're heading towards this child, does this give me any opening to get over the awful ants that are in between the kitchen and me?
Both of these actions that are going on sound a little risky, but I'm going to handle them one at a time. And let's begin with Rufus, because it's a little bit closer. It's dark. You didn't mention you had any illumination, but I'm going to assume you have a little something. Maybe one of those little sticks that you break in half, so it's giving you just enough light to see. I'm going to let you guys know you have 3 of those left. Rufus has one, Kate has one, and there are 3 left in a bag, so that's your light at this point. Glow sticks, there we go, that's what they're called. As you shine the glow stick over, they seem to be focusing on the body, but there's a line that goes away, and usually a line of ants, it's 1 ant thick. This is a good 3 inches wide of ants going back and forth. But across the way, there's a door. But I think this is a risky venture. So I'm going to need you to roll for me, please.
Oh.
And with that, there were no successes. You didn't lose any from the die pool, but the candle's out. Our scene has closed. Rufus goes to make his way over to that. Steps on the other side of the body, and apparently more bugs have been active in here. There's termites, and the floorboard gives loose, and you fall into the ground. You end up hurting your leg. It's not horrible, but it's definitely going to be a hindrance to any time of having to walk. But you get up, you brush the ants off of you, and that's enough. The hell with this noise. You're out the door. And on the way out, you yell, "Leave him, bring him, whatever," and head to the car. And whatever happens to conclude this scene will happen to be in our truths. Because we know this to be true. The world is dark. Rufus, you had the failure, so I'll let you begin.
The world is dark. But underneath those floorboards, there's an antique revolver.
Okay. Kate?
There was an antique revolver under the floorboards and a 5-year-old in a bedroom upstairs with a flashlight.
Just a reminder, you can do one truth, but I'm going to let you have the child and the flashlight. But in the future, it's one truth per person. Thea?
There was a case of water in the hallway next to the bedroom door.
Unfortunately, this child has become a bit of a nuisance in the car.
Okay. They want to know where their mommy is and why she's not there with them.
It's getting harder to sleep at night because of this kid.
The kid is able to find joy in places where we couldn't.
One more. One more, Thea.
The child has quite an appetite.
The world is dark, but
We're still
We're
alive.
Still alive.
you've made it down the road a ways. The tank's getting really low now. The indicator comes up and tells you you've got about 30 miles to empty. You're on that stretch of road that's interstate. There's a lot of semis, a lot of cars. You're having to slow down and weave. And you're getting a creepy feeling as you drive along.
I don't like this.
Oh,
I mean, we're about to run out of gas. And I don't exactly see a really good place to stop, to try to siphon, to do anything. We're going to be on foot soon, and now we have a 5-year-old, and it's cold.
There are tons of cars on this road. One of them has to have gas. We'll just need to pull over, and ideally when we pull over, no one will start freaking out like we did last time. Okay?
I'm for that plan. Worst case scenario, and we go ahead.
No. By all means, I would love to hear what you have to say.
Right. So if we're going to stop the car and start searching for gas, it's really cold. Why don't we strip some of the interiors out of these cars? We can make a jacket. And worst case scenario, I'll put the kid on my back under the jacket. We'll keep the kid warm, all right? I was trying to be helpful.
Ask the kid if she knows how to sew.
I have a name.
Yeah,
Why did you take me? Where's my mommy?
We're going to find your mommy. Okay, can you go back to sleep? It's all right. Can you just go back to sleep? It's dark and it's cold, but we're gonna find your mommy.
I'm hungry.
So are we. We have a little bit, so here, you can have...
We had food at home. Why'd you take me away from home?
Have you seen any bugs in your house?
There's always bugs in our house.
There's
bugs in everybody's house.
Right, but they were really big, dangerous
There's a
bugs.
bug in that man's hair. And a cockroach. Apparently it stayed in the car from earlier.
Oh. Look, what did you say your name was, kid?
Kate, I'm going to let you name.
Her name's Molly.
Molly?
Look, Miss Molly, I know there's a lot of questions that you gotta have answered, but for right now, we gotta go down the road. And here's the thing, when we get to the end of the road, haven't you ever been on a trip to see your grandmother or anything, huh? It's just like that. It's kind of long, or maybe you've been to Disneyland, huh?
Molly leans over to Kate. He scares me. Mommy had a boyfriend like him once. She made him go away.
As soon as we find your mommy or someplace safe, we'll have him go away, okay? But he's gonna protect us right now. He's tall, and he's strong, and do you see what he has in his hand? That could help protect us too.
He's scared of bugs.
I'm scared of bugs, aren't you?
No.
No? Okay. Hey, everybody. Miss Molly here's not afraid of bugs. She'll be able to help keep us safe, okay?
Hey, that's right.
Okay, well, can she sew? That's what I asked earlier.
Do you have needle and thread even if she can
He's
sew?
5. I don't think a 5-year-old can sew.
Okay, well, what can a 5-year-old do? Because right now she's eating food.
Well, here, and I'm going to hand a bottle of water to Kate and say, let her drink this. It will fill her stomach. She'll have to pee more, but it'll at least sate the hunger for a bit. It's a little trick.
Here, Molly.
He sits back and takes her flashlight and starts clicking it on and off and on and off. And Jordan, you see the light flash in the back as the light goes on and off and on and off and on and off. And then suddenly The light didn't go off. You heard the click of the flashlight, but there's still a light coming in from behind the car. And you see headlights in the rearview mirror.
Headlights aren't necessarily a bad thing, guys.
I'm turning the car off.
They're not necessarily a good thing either.
I'd stop immediately and turn the car off.
They saw us driving, Jordan. What is stopping the car going to do for us?
They can't run us off the road.
Well,
That's
let's just stay low. And I don't know, maybe they'll just pass by us if we're not suspicious, or if it seems like we've run out of gas.
Miss Molly, please lay down on the floorboards, please. We're going to play a game of hide and seek in the car, okay?
Quick question, storyteller. Does this particular car have the option to pull open the back seat to act for trunk access?
Yeah, actually, it's a hatchback, so the seats will fold down.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's not what I was hoping for. Never mind.
You hear a loud motor. Some kind of a very large truck approaching. And it's not moving fast. Since you've stopped, it's kind of creeping up slow.
Maybe they're scared of us. Maybe we can, I don't know, jump them for food.
Or
Hold on to that idea.
you still have. Were there bullets when you found that gun?
In all this excitement, I haven't really had a time to check.
Rufus, now is the time to check.
I think there's a chance. Why don't you roll for it and let's see how this goes.
Who would be running that?
I can't tell if that's... Have you rolled yet? Because I don't know if that's a new roll or an existing...
No.
Okay,
I
good.
wasn't sure if it was meant to be me that rolled. So.
Yes. You are the one checking, so...
There we go. Can I... let's see. How
So that's no successes and one die lost.
I would like to use my virtue here, I think.
All right. What is your virtue, and tell me how it's going to fit into this story.
So my virtue is endurance. I think this is an antique revolver. It's kind of rusted up. It's a revolver, and the I can't think of the name for it. The cylinder won't rotate, and the side hatch won't open. But I just muscle past the rust and manage to work it open.
Give me. You can re-roll that die. Let's see if you get a success.
Yep.
And let's just roll a D1. Okay. Very good. Awesome. You get to keep the die, and that is a success. So you work on this, you get it to pop open, and you know what? We're going to make it easy. There are 6 rounds.
All right. We got 6 rounds. And I'm going to give you an option, guys. I can step outside the vehicle if you want. And don't expect me to put my necks out for you again. You're lucky Miss Molly is here. But I'll step out and I'll see what they want. Tuck this under my waistband, like they do in the movies. It'll be fine.
No. We wait. If they stop, if anything happens, then you just catch them by surprise. Don't show them that you have a gun.
That's not the plan. But what if they...
No, we wait. We sit here, let them pass. Hopefully they'll just pass. If they don't pass, if they stop, then we wait, see what happens, see what they say when they get out of the vehicle, if they get out of the vehicle.
But if they see a vehicle full of 3 women and a child, what do you think's going to happen?
We wait. We don't use the gun until we absolutely have to. We only have 6 shots, genius. What happens if you pop them off right now? And there's more vehicles behind them that are
You're
with their
absolutely right.
envoy.
I was waiting to hop out, guns blazing. You're absolutely
I didn't say
right.
that, Rufus. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying wait.
Yeah.
Just
and I'm
wait
trying.
and see what happens. Maybe they want to help. Maybe they get out and they just want to help us. Maybe they are not wanting to help us and they get out and they immediately start, talking shit.
Hey,
Then
no
we take their
problem.
truck.
You don't need to convince me not to stick my neck out. I'll stay quiet and stay low.
You're completely taking this the wrong way, but it doesn't matter because they're almost here.
The truck pulls up behind you, and you are suddenly bathed in illumination as they kick on spotlights located on the truck. You hear commotion, and then shadows in the light. You can see what appears to be 3 large men with guns as they fan out around the vehicle.
Shit.
The driver door opens and the cab light comes on. You see a guy climb down out of it. He's wearing what looks like a military helmet, like you've seen in the movies with the night vision in there. Night vision's flipped up. Walks up. You realize the other 3 men, their guns are trained on the vehicle. He comes up and knocks on the driver's window.
Just crack the window. Don't.
Everyone
don't-
hands up. Everyone hands up. Everyone hands up.
Molly, stay down.
And I'll crack the window.
A light shines in through the windows. Where's the little girl?
Molly? She's right down here.
What are your plans with her?
She was alone in a house. We're trying to find safety, and we wanted to
She
bring
was
her
not
along.
alone in the house. That is my sister's kid. We saw you take off with her. I don't know who
Okay,
the hell you
no.
people think you are.
Did you go in?
Have her.
Wait,
Take her
no,
back.
Jordan, wait. Did you go into the house?
No, we hopped in the truck and came after you when we saw you taking her out. Molly, you all right?
No, the
Uncle Randy?
Thea, cover Molly's ears.
Where's Mommy?
I'm just gonna cover her ears.
She knew
No,
his name.
no,
Just give her the kid.
No.
Randy! Uncle Randy! Uncle Randy!
Shh. No, Molly, I'm not. Don't just. Let's play a game. We're gonna play the quiet game. Just
Randy,
hum a song.
Your name's
Hey,
Randy.
hey, Randy. This one over here's got a revolver. All right, you
Put my hands up high.
just keep those hands up where I can see them. Unlock the doors.
We'll
No
give you
trouble, sir. I
Molly.
unlock them, but I got to keep my hands up for you. What do you want first?
You keep your hands up, driver. Reach over, unlock the doors.
What's happening when I unlock the doors? Are you taking the kid?
Yeah, I am. It's my niece.
Are you gonna hurt her?
That's my niece, idiot.
I don't fucking know you. And just because she calls you Uncle Randy doesn't mean shit to me. You might have been responsible for what we found in the damn house for all I know.
I unlocked the door.
Can we not argue with the man with guns, please?
The door opens.
She's a child. I'm
Take
not
your
just being
hands
a
off
child.
my niece now.
Fine. Damn it.
Molly scrambles out of the car and runs up and hugs the man. Hey, Mommy, I don't know what's... It's okay. It's okay. You know what? Bill, take her back. Put her in the
Don't
car.
take
Give
her back. No,
give
Don't
her
take her in the
give her
house.
some-
Take her.
You just be quiet for a minute. Take her to the truck. We got some of that hostess stuff in there.
That was,
Rufus, now is not the time.
All right.
yeah, I figured that out.
I'm going to give you one chance to explain to me why you drove in from the interstate straight to my sister's house, went in, took her kid, took some supplies, and left.
We were looking for gas and food. We found the kid, and Kate's gonna look to make sure Molly's not close. And there was a body and blood, and the ants had eaten every ounce of flesh off of the body.
Damn it. Damn it. I told her to put the poison.
Do you know about these ants?
Yeah, it's a few days ago, we just got overrun. I mean, they killed a man as he was walking down the street. They just swarmed over him. And I mean, in minutes.
Can we put our hands down now? We're just talking. I swear, I'm not...
I want somebody to take the revolver. You'll get it back when we're done. It's yours.
No problem, sir. No problem.
Yeah.
at all.
One of the guys comes in and picks up the revolver, pops the cylinder out. Dude, you might not want to shoot this. It looks like it's in pretty bad shape.
You're telling me. I don't mess with those things.
It's the best we have.
All right.
I'm lowering my hands.
Say I believe you, and this is what really happened. Where were you taking her?
We're going to Houston. Haven't you heard?
What's in Houston?
There's shelter or something. There's a military base.
A safe place.
We were just
Have you
trying
heard-
to get her out of that house. There were the ants and the body, and we didn't want her to see that. Would you have rather we left her there and her stumble upon that? Herself? By herself? What do you think would have happened? She's 5.
We would have checked on her.
Eventually, but before she found the
Look,
body in the
you
ants?
broke into a house. It's, I'm trying to be generous here that you got her out and trust you that you may have saved her life.
To be fair, the door wasn't locked.
No, it wasn't. It was kind of partially open, so we didn't really know what we were walking in
Wait a
on.
minute. What? The door was...
It was open.
You would never have left the door open. This body you found. Was it a man? Or what kind of clothes?
Everything was eaten. It was bones. And I didn't take
Darker
the
skinned?
anatomy. No, I think that was the ants. I don't...
Maybe.
I don't know.
It was hard to see. It was really dark.
I think you should come back with us, and we'll figure out what's going on and determine what to do.
Where are y'all staying?
Do you have gas? Because I don't think we're going to make it back.
Do you have
Without
a
gas.
gas place?
You'll leave this here, and you will come back in our vehicle.
And where are we going?
We're going back to our house. We've got a secure place in that neighborhood. She knew that as well. I don't know why. This doesn't make any sense.
What are your plans? Are we just going to sit in a bunker? And you're just willingly taking us in after accusing us of stealing your niece?
I'm going to find out what happened, determine that you didn't kill my sister, and kidnap my niece. Once I've decided that, then we'll figure out what's going to happen to you. You didn't do anything wrong? Wonderful. I will thank you and send you on your way.
Tell you what, you know where we're going. And it's very clear that, gas is an issue at the moment. And we are obviously not going to outrun you. Why don't you go do that and let us continue on our way? And if you are happy with, what we've told you, and it is... you believe us and you figure that out for yourself once you get back, then you can stay there and all is well and we continue. We're on our way. We're that much closer to our destination. There's no reason we should have to go back. I mean, if you decide that we're lying, you can just come find us again. It's not like it'd be that hard.
You talk a lot.
I'm nervous. It's a thing. I can't help it.
And can I ask you a question? Just real quick.
It
I
better
have
be
an
quick.
understanding. Look, you want to take us back, and we're gonna eat supplies, drink water on the way back. You're gonna burn gas, and then you gotta let us out, and we're gonna walk back to here. Hear me out. You got your niece. You got the revolver back. We can work something out so that you feel okay with letting us continue on, there's no reason we need to go back. Because let's say, even if what we're telling you isn't true, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Just kill us? That's fine. That'll be more bodies right now. You waste ammo or at least put stress on the people that got to kill us, right? So why bother with it?
Sounds like a good attempt at persuasion. Let's see how you did. And it can be either you or Thea, whoever wants to roll, because you were both making an effort at that. I want to leave a good stead here.
I apologize. If
No.
prefer to roll.
It's just whoever wants to. It's up to you.
I think you already rolled, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I apologize.
That's
if you'd
fine.
like to go.
Oh,
He's
that's
already
No,
put
go
it
for it. I think you succeeded, so we're going to leave that.
That is a success. That is a success.
We're not going to chance it anymore.
Wait a minute.
It's
What
understandable.
What do you mean? We can have my revolver back.
Look, it was... All right. You got the ants. Apparently, your sister, was it, has termites, too. I fell through the floorboards and I found the thing, all right? It wasn't doing any good where it was.
Dude, you've got a cockroach on your shoulder.
Shit.
All right, Bill, keep an eye on
What the fuck is
him.
up with you and cockroaches, Rufus?
I don't... Look, I don't know. I don't like it either.
You guys sit tight. Bill, keep an eye on him. I'll be back in just a minute. And he walks back to the truck. A few minutes pass. Seems like it's taking a long time, whatever's going on. You hear the sound of a shotgun rack. The slide.
Nothing. Probably nothing, right?
You hear a couple of loud noises.
It's okay. We're okay. We're fine. It's okay.
People are coming back. All right. Which one of you is Katie? 8? I talked to Molly. I told her about her mother. I've got a favor to ask. We're just a bunch of guys up here. She doesn't need to be with us. We're doing what we can to stop the looting. Try and bring some peace. My brother-in-law was the sheriff. Molly's father. And, well, take her with you. We've got gas. Do you know how to use a shotgun? Cockroach man.
I mean, you slide the thing and point the other end at the people you don't want coming at
Bill.
you, right?
I can use a shotgun.
All right. What's your name?
Thea.
Thea, Randy. Look, I'm sorry for the
Pleasure.
startle, folks, but please understand. For all we knew, you were just kidnapping her and you killed my sister, and we're headed out.
We understand.
Can't judge you for that one, bud.
Look, you can't carry. We got gas. We'll fill up your car. We've got a jerry can with more, but you can't really put that in the car. The fumes. So we're gonna bungee strap it to your bumper. Okay. Look, don't back into anything at force. Okay. Gas can explode. All right. All right.
You know, I don't want to argue with you or how you do your thing, but maybe we could strap it to the top of the car, you know, string something through the windows. I don't know.
If that's what you want to do.
I think that'd have a bit less risk.
So they hand Thea the shotgun.
Take the shotgun.
They fuel up the car. They strap the can on. And then they bring Molly, who's crying. He's sad. She climbs in, sits in Kate's lap, and just buries her face on the side of her neck and just sobs herself to sleep. I gave her a little Dramamine. He's not.
Do you have
happy.
more?
Yeah, but you got to be careful with it, okay? I'm trusting you with my niece. I'm assuming you're good people and you're not lying to me. If I had any other choice.
I used
Just
to work
keep
in
her safe.
daycares. I know the right dosage for Dramamine.
He hands you what he's got. Here's some food for her.
What?
Look.
Why is she crying?
Because her mother just
Her mother's
died, Jordan.
dead.
Yeah, but I mean,
You're that ditzy weather girl, aren't you? Hey. It's not sunny.
Sorry, Jordan. My bad.
So that's a tick mark, huh?
Look,
Hey,
if somebody comes up behind you in a vehicle, you don't stop. You don't have to speed up, but don't stop. If somebody's got a car out here and they're coming to you, they want something from you.
We just didn't want to end up being run off the road with a child in the car.
I appreciate that. But I think that's better than you being used for something else. These days, who knows what anybody would do.
I didn't consider that. Should have.
You
Didn't.
need to consider it. It's the West was never this wild. It's the fucking end of the world, people. All right, y'all get going. Good luck.
Yeah, stay as safe as you can, I guess.
Yeah. He shuts the door, taps on the roof, and waits for you to drive off.
we do.
Wait,
Can't believe we got out of there.
So, in all seriousness, I don't know how to shoot a shotgun, but we have one.
I figured he was. Hey, at least we got it, right? Right? That's all that matters.
I mean, it can be used as scare tactic in either way, and I mean,
How
I've
complicated
seen
can
it
be?
used. Right? It can't be that hard. You literally just do the cocky thingy, and then you press the trigger, right?
Seeing your hands moving around as you say this, I'm assuming that you're messing around with the gun as this happens. Please give me a roll for that.
Oops.
Congratulations, that was a success. But you do lose 2 dice from the die pool. As you're messing around with it, you hit the trigger and you hear a click. They didn't leave a round in the chamber.
Ooh,
Whoa, what the
Lucky
hell was
break.
that?
that was almost a major fuck up. I'm just gonna set this down and not. Yeah. I'll point it out the window, so if anything happens again, I'll just go out the fucking window. We're all good. We're good. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I'm with you on that one. At least it won't be anywhere in the car, right?
Right. It's fine. Everything's fine. We'll do target practice the next time we're able to stop.
With,
Maybe.
with all the ammo we have, right? You know, we just have buckets of it laying around. We can
I'm
practice.
just trying to be positive, Rufus. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad that you're trying to stay positive. I'm trying to stay realistic, all right?
Could maybe both of you try to stay quiet? Molly's just falling asleep, and I don't want her to wake up.
Sorry, Kate. I'm so sorry.
So the good news is the car shows 320 miles to empty. Ought to be more than enough to make it to Houston, right?
Sure.
You roll on for a couple of hours through Corsicana, past Angus. Airfield's coming up in a little ways. You pass by a medium-sized lake. No sign of life. Just you and the road and the sound of your engine.
As we're rolling down the road, I'm gonna spot a car that's got one of those baby on board stickers on it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Jordan, do you mind pulling off for a second? I want to check the car, all right?
Which car? The one up there?
Yeah, the one that's got the baby on board sign on it, right?
Oh, so we're starting a child care facility. We've got Kate to run it. We're gonna adopt more kids, more mouths to feed.
You know, they could have a blanket, Jordan. There could be a blanket.
For toys for the kids, something, just to make it a little bit easier on on Miss Molly. All right. Surely you had a rough time at some point in your life, right? Needed something to comfort you. Even I'm not immune to that.
Fine. I'll pull up right next to it.
Don't turn the car off.
This is why I don't stick my neck out for shit.
So it's a old caravan sitting on the side of the road. Dust is covered over the windows. Hasn't been that long, but man, the dust around here is thick. Kind of risky to go look at a vehicle like this. Let's see how this goes for you.
Hey, Thea, do you want to... please don't point the shotgun at me, but watch my back.
Sure, I'll stick my neck out for you.
Oh, God, for once.
You fail to realize sarcasm, but it's cool.
Realize
and she'll get out of the car and just kind of point it in opposite directions, trying to keep an eye out.
Okay. Well, the good news is he rolled a success. The bad news is he lost 3 more dice.
Oh no. This is so bad.
Which means there's 3 die in the pool. But you were successful. Tell us what you find in the van.
Few stale teething biscuits, a diaper bag with a couple of used diapers and 1 fresh one, and a teddy bear that's seen some better days. And a lot of the stuffing's starting to come out.
Okay.
I'm gonna shove it all in the bag and leave the dirty ones there. Look, I got some stuff. Maybe it'll keep the kid all right. Oh.
Be excited when she wakes up to see that.
We could use the diapers as bandages if someone gets hurt, or... I mean, it's good stuff. It can come in handy. Definitely. Good job, Rufus.
Hey, thanks. You know, I try not to be a complete piece of shit. Every now and again. And for what it's worth, thanks for watching my back, all right?
Of course. I don't want anything to happen to any of us, so
Anybody want to
sure.
check the gas tank on this thing? Look, I've already been digging through the old junk. I don't really want to do much more.
We should have enough gas to get to Houston, and we've got the extra gas on top of the car, too. What do we need to check this gas tank for?
Hey, you never know what's going to happen out there, right?
It's not like we really have anywhere to put the gas. But the trunk would be a good idea. I'll check the trunk. Maybe there's more supplies in there. First aid kit, maybe, or a tire iron, something just in case.
Did you check the glove box at all?
You check the glove box. I'll check the trunk.
Okay, I'll check the glove box.
I guess I'll take the shotgun.
Thanks. I'll hand him the gun, and I'm gonna open the driver's side door and pop the trunk.
Okay. Jordan, are you just in the vehicle during all this?
Yeah, driver.
Okay. All right. Just trying to make sure where everybody is. Okay. Well, you're doing a lot of actions. I'm going to let whomever of you wishes to roll to see how successful this search goes.
I will roll for the trunk.
Go ahead, Thea.
Okay.
Shit. Can I burn my virtue?
You can. That will give you a chance to re-roll that one. You're going to get to re-roll the one.
Okay.
What is your virtue and how does it fit into the scene here?
Altruism. So I'm doing something. I'm trying to find supplies for all of us. Could that be considered,
Going out of your way.
Yeah.
Going a little bit further. Okay. Go ahead and re-roll that die. Let's see how it goes.
Okay. Where's the little...
You can just roll the hope die if you want. That's a single d6.
Okay, then I'll do that.
And with that lack of success,
Shit.
we're going to end scene on this search.
We do keep the die, though, since it's not a failure anymore.
You will now, the pool replenishes at the end of a scene. So you have 7 candles remaining. So there are 7 die in the pool.
Don't get my virtue anymore.
And your virtue is burned, so just shred it. It's gone. Doesn't mean you can't be virtuous, but it just means you can't use it in this way. You pop it open. As you pop it open, you hear a slithering noise, like a chain across metal. And you notice that you have tripped some kind of a booby trap. Knowing where Kate's at, you immediately run back, push her out of the way. When it detonates, there's a loud howling pop. A light flashes and you feel a burning on your back and the back of your head. Kate turns and sees you and immediately starts smacking you on the head. You have burns on your back, and the entire back of your hair is singed to nothing, as the phosphorus grenade pretty well could have set all of you on fire. You got lucky. We know these things to be true. The world is dark. If you would start us, please.
The world is dark. And despite the tripwire, there was a first aid kit in the trunk.
Jordan?
We've treated the burns to the point where it won't slow us down, hopefully.
Oh, I guess it's me. I'm waiting for the next person. I'm like, oh, it's my turn. But the light gave you a momentary reprieve. The bright flash may have done you some good for a bit.
Even though we used the medical kit to treat the wounds, there's still a little bit of rubbing alcohol left.
Okay.
The Dramamine did its job, and Molly slept through the explosion.
Okay.
Before the explosion, Kate found painkillers in the glove box.
Okay. One more, Jordan.
We continued down the road and managed to get 20 miles further.
Okay. The world is dark.
But we're
still
alive.
Still alive.
The silence. Everything except the engine. You can hear it echoing, even with the windows up. Just so quiet. It's like a canyon along this part of the road. There's another noise picking up. It's kind of a constant, low, almost roar. And then the thunder breaks. The lightning lights up the sky. It hasn't rained for so long. This storm, it's coming out with a vengeance. You make your way down the good 20 miles. And as you're driving, getting a little sleepy, but you notice something odd in front of you. Why is that car in front of you going sideways? And it went off the road, and I'm going to need you to make me a check so that you don't go off the cracked asphalt as the flash flood has torn out a large section of the interstate. And that is no successes and the loss of 2 die.
I'd like to burn my virtue, please.
Explain your virtue and how it is going to apply in this situation.
My virtue is that I am strong-willed. And so despite being sleepy, I can tough it out. And I become suddenly very alert. And knowing about weather conditions and what's necessary to advise people, I'm quickly able to self-correct from hydroplaning and stop just before we fall.
All right, roll that dice. Let's see if you get a success on that effort. 2 dice you get to re-roll.
And I can just roll the 2 hope die, basically.
You just /R. Yeah, you can do it that way. I'm afraid that neither of those are successes. You stubbornly go, I'm not stopping, I'm going to make it around this. And you pull forward and you turn the wheel. But you didn't expect that the road was going to come out from under the car. And the car banks slightly to the left, slowly at first. And then you hear the loud noise, the rush of water, as the car is flipped upside down. Begins to spin around its axis as it is pushed and there's a sudden drop off as it reached the embankment for the interstate. And you are underwater in a car, upside down, and Molly's unconscious.
Is everybody okay?
By the way, I have to put out a
Unseen.
candle.
Yeah.
We have 6 candles lit. The world's getting a little bit tougher. The darkness is closing in. The world is dark. But we know these things to be true. Jordan, please start us off.
We stayed underwater for a long time.
Kate?
Everybody was wearing their seatbelts.
I can give you credit for all of that except Molly,
Right. She
because
was
there
on
aren't
the
that
floor.
many seatbelts. Yeah.
The car. The way the car went into the water left an air pocket at the top.
Jordan, we're going to come back to you on this, and then I'll go after you. Actually, wait. Yeah, we're doing all right. Rufus, I'm going to let you go next.
It's a good thing one of the windows was open to let us out.
Unfortunately, you weren't able to take the supplies with you. And Jordan, will be back to you.
We floated down by an old diner, though.
All right. We know this to be true. The world is dark, but we're still,
We are
still
still
alive.
alive.
When you get out, you've got Molly. She's breathing shallowly. This is this Dramamine's done her for a loop, but not anymore. You lost it all. You got out of the car, but the car kept going. And along with it, your gun, your supplies, food, water, first aid kit. You were lucky to make it out with what you had. At least the rain stopped now. But your clothes are wet. And it's very, very cold.
We have to find shelter. We have to get Molly warm. We have to get warm. We have to get dry.
Jordan, do you know where we are? Where did we go off the bridge?
We went through Fairfield and we got I don't know, the nearest bigger city is probably, I don't know, Madisonville, but that's way farther than 20 miles. So I don't know.
Are we closer? Are we closer or farther away from Houston?
What, we've been on the same road, Thea. We're closer.
Like even with the being swept off the road and...
Yeah, how far down did we get swept?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. We were underwater. It's kind of hard to tell, but there's shelter. Let's get dry, and we can talk about what we're going to do next. It's just a diner, so hopefully we don't get accused of kidnapping again.
Maybe there's still some food. Something.
Maybe their ovens are gas. We can at least warm ourselves up.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll figure it out.
Hey, Rufus. At least you don't have the cockroach friend anymore. That's a positive, right?
Yeah. I might freeze to death, but at least there's no cockroaches.
Wait, is that... Wait, just... Oh, no, sorry. It's just a hair out of place. You're fine. No cockroach. It's good. Trying to keep our spirits up, right? It's cold out here.
Right.
Molly's shivering. As you approach the front door, you see a little marker on it that says, Teague, a great place to be from. So you must be in Teague, Texas.
It's a landmark. Where are we at? We're not that far off the path, right? We're not too far out of the way.
I've never fucking heard of Teague. Okay, I've been to... You could be into Texas a million times and not know where fucking Teague is. I have no idea, but we'll figure it out.
Just go in. We should... There's probably going to be a booth. We can set Molly down and...
Tablecloths. We can wrap her in tablecloths.
Are there any other cars in the parking lot?
No.
Do you see any?
It's quiet. As you look around, no lights. Just that ever-present bioluminescence of whatever the heck this thing is that gives you a little bit of dim haze to see by.
I'm going to open the door.
What little pieces of glass were still in the door come loose and make a tinking noise as they hit the ground. But the door opens.
You know, I bet the freezers in the back are still pretty solid, right? And they're probably not cold anymore. They gotta have some insulation.
Yeah. But whatever was in there, if there's still anything in there, is not going to smell very good.
Hell, I didn't think of that.
Usually they keep meat in the freezer.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I know. I didn't think of it, all right?
I'm sorry. I was just trying to...
Well, the possibilities of there still being meat in that freezer, unless no one has come by this diner at all since everything happened, is very low, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it is
Everybody else
Teague,
is starving
Texas,
too.
and Jordan's never fucking been here, so maybe not.
Hey, worst case scenario, we find out that it's not good in there. We close the door, right? Right? There's probably some kind of viewport. Maybe. I don't know. I don't go
Maybe.
to the backs of restaurants.
I thought we should put Molly in a booth. Let her try to get her to sleep. Maybe let her sleep longer. And if there's any curtains or tablecloths or anything that you can find, just wrap her in it. This is going to sound bad. This is going to sound bad. But she really doesn't need to be in wet clothes.
None of us do. We should all try to see if we can find some way to dry everything.
All right. Rufus, do you want to check the freezer and I'll check the ovens? Maybe they are gas and maybe we can get a fire going somehow.
Sure, no problem. There's probably more booths than we can use, right? Maybe I'd just like to see things break apart, but maybe you can cut up a couple of those and take the foam out. I don't know. Something better than being out in the cold.
Yeah.
Maybe we could set some of them on fire.
With what?
There's got to be a lighter around here or something, right? It's a kitchen. There's got to be something.
Okay, well, we've been standing here for like 5 minutes talking about what this place might have when we could actually just go, like, look. So let's split up. Rufus, go to the freezer. Thea, go check the ovens. Kate, take care of Molly. And I don't know, I'll scope out any extra rooms at the back for employees or anyone else hiding
Stockroom.
out.
Sure.
Check the stockroom.
Sure.
No problem, Fred. Me and Scooby will go this way.
And I'll walk over to the oven and start checking the knobs and stuff.
All right. Seems like we're going to have a lot of activity and rolls going on here. Who would like to go first?
This is not a good place for me to be rolling.
Not me, because I didn't want to last time.
Again with the fire and the burning and the screaming and
Well, you know.
It's up to you. Whoever wants to take action first.
All right. Might as well.
All right. You're investigating the ovens.
Oh, that's bad.
That is
I'm
no
gonna-
successes.
I want to burn my vice.
That did not roll properly. For some reason, it rolled you with -2 dice. So roll me 2 hope dice, because I want to get you back up to the amount you should have had. Thank you, roll 20.
Hey, I got a 6.
All right,
get
go
to
ahead,
roll
roll
one
one more. Roll one more,
Okay.
because we got to see if it's a 1 or not. Okay, so you have a success and lost 2 dice.
Okay, still a success though. I'll take it.
All right.
Are you still losing 2 dice?
Yeah, I
There's
think
4
I
dice in
am.
the pool if you do that.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
You check on this, and amazingly, apparently this place is run on propane. So you are able
Good.
to get some gas going, and I'll be doggone if it doesn't have a little bit of charge left in the electric starter.
Eureka! I got a fire!
It's got a bit of a smell as it burns off the dust and, caked grease that was never cleaned out. And the roaches that skitter out from it, they burn a little bit, but they're out of the way.
Rufus, I found your friends.
Oh boy, keep him over there, please.
Who's next?
Kate's going to set Molly down and start trying to find tablecloths or curtains to wrap her and all of the rest of us in while we try to get the rest of our clothes to dry.
Let's see how successful you are in this search. So I don't really consider this super risky, but I think it's still worth a roll to see how it goes. So if you fail, it won't be an end of scene. But you
No
succeed
fail.
anyway. And this time, and it rolled too many dice, so I don't know why it's doing that. You should show 6 candles lit, 2 ST claim dice on the master page. So if you don't,
I
it
do.
may not-
Yeah,
okay.
that's what it shows.
All right. Well, me and my horrible programming. Anyway, you succeeded. No failure issues. You find. Well, you tell me what you find. You tell me how this goes.
So I find the stockroom that has tablecloths and extra curtains and napkins, and then also uniforms that they had the waitresses and the chefs wear. So they're not pretty looking clothes, but they are warm and they don't have holes in them.
What's the name of the restaurant?
Tiffany's.
Right.
They're really well known for their breakfast.
Yes, I love breakfast at Tiffany's. We should start a club. All right.
All right,
Anyone
I'm
else?
checking. So Kate covered stockroom. We've got ovens, and then we're gonna have freezers. So basically, any area where someone could be hiding. Basically, last all closets, all break rooms.
Okay, so you're looking for peeps.
Yeah, I'm making sure we're the only people here.
All right. Go ahead and give me a roll, and hopefully it'll roll the right number of dice this time. Sadly, it rolled the right number of dice, but there were no successes, and you're going to lose a die from the pool.
Okay.
You going with it? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Sorry. We still got five other scenes. I gotta keep them.
It wasn't completely a critical risk here. I mean, it was dangerous, but unfortunately you did find somebody. Body being the operative word. They described how the previous one had been eaten by ants, so you can imagine what that would look like. But teeth marks? Well, maybe teeth marks. Definitely scratches in the bones. And the way the skull was broken just above the septum ridge there and just torn loose. That's not something an ant would do. Anyone else?
I suppose I'm checking the freezers.
All right. We have 2 failures so far. If there's another failure, even though this may not be a critical risk at this point, it is going to end the scene. So if you would, please. Well, 3 die in the pool, you got a success. Tell me what you find.
I find that, yes, in fact, the freezer had been cleaned out quite thoroughly. There's some crumpled old boxes left, but it's a bit warmer than the rest of the restaurant, being as it had some insulation to it and is not exposed to the elements like the rest.
Very good. You can tell the building warms up a bit. You all can get the smell of, fire burning away whatever junk there was. You've got clothes. What would you like to do?
We should maybe try to secure the door or something, just at least something that would give us a little bit more time in case anybody shows up.
Why don't we pile the tables up against the doors?
How long are we hoping to stay here?
At least a few hours, maybe. Just get some rest. We're all exhausted. You're exhausted. I'm exhausted.
Okay, well,
It's warm, and we need to dry our clothes somehow. Like, at least let them dry out a little bit before we just leave. We can't necessarily just go walking out in restaurant gear.
There's another body, like the one you guys found at the house.
Oh shit, more ants. That's not good.
No, it's not ants. I don't know what it was. There's no bugs or anything on it, but I don't know. It looks like it could have been like a wild animal. Somehow it got in here and it killed someone, and I don't know.
Did anyone check the bathrooms?
No, why?
Wild animal. We didn't see it. It could,
Looking for water.
Yeah. It could be outside. It could have gone back out, but I mean, bathroom doors typically just open one way.
Okay, so maybe we should move into the bathrooms or something?
No, maybe we should avoid the bathrooms and stay where Rufus found that it was actually slightly warmer.
I mean, worst case scenario, right? We're going to be moving tables in front of the main doors. Why not put some tables in front of the bathroom doors? I mean, hey, right?
Okay.
And if we break off some of the wood from the tables, we could even make like a little campfire and make that freezer even warmer.
Okay.
Exactly.
We just have to get to the pilot light inside of the oven. Right?
There's some strips of cardboard. Maybe strip one down and stick it towards the back.
Okay. I'll put Molly in the freezer. And make sure that she's in there and safe and warm. And I'm gonna change her clothing. And we should put like some chairs in front of the stove and hang all of our wet clothes over there.
Okay.
So just
right.
don't come into the freezer.
I'm going to put us on break here because I think we need to take a quick 10-minute break. So I am going to stop the recording here and we will be back in 10 minutes. This is a story. This is Richmond. It's related to our story, but it doesn't start here. The story starts on a train. I mean, why not a train? You don't have to drive and you can drink. You can drink a lot. It's a nice way to get from A to B without a care in the world. Oh yeah, did I mention? We're all dead. And you know all that afterlife crap they give you? Well, turns out things are a little different than that.
Before there was light, there was darkness. Before there was order, there was chaos. An endless war between the gods and their enemies. A war the gods could not win. Till a champion arose, wielding a weapon of otherworldly power. The war was won, the enemy banished, but the weapon was shattered, its fragments scattered across the new formed world. Now, thousands of years later, many seek the fragments of that long-lost weapon. Among them, our 5 brave heroes. The druid, troubled by dreams and his own temper. The blacksmith turned warrior in search of revenge. The raider, determined to protect her friends and her growing family. The traveller from a distant land, guardian of those down on their luck. And the girl willing to sell her soul for a taste of adventure. Their hunt will take them to distant and dangerous lands, far beyond the borders of Ishval.
We have always looked for the higher power, believed in some force beyond ourselves. Great monuments are constructed to the gods. Contracts are made with the creatures from beyond the veil. Faith is placed in the unseen powers. But the moments of man fade in the passing of time. The creatures of myth play tricks with their deals, and the well of our faith can lead to the depths in eternity which we never saw in our fortunes foretold. We are haunted by our choices, our mistakes, our losses. Are we the victims of our dreams? Are we just stories, legends in the chronicles of our haunted nights?
And welcome back. Our survivors are inside of a diner in Teague, Texas. And they've managed to find some clothing, secure a little bit of warmth. They got an oven going. They've got a freezer that they placed a young lady in named Molly to stay warm and rest. But you know, something like that, it's a little bit risky, Kate. And I listened very carefully for the magic words I was listening for, but I didn't really hear them, so I think we need to check and see how this went for you. And I will let you know that there are 6 candles lit, but there are presently 3 dice in the die pool.
I am going to burn my virtue.
Okay, tell me what is your virtue and how does this fit into the scene? Just tell me roughly how you would use it, not the conclusion, because that depends on how the roll goes.
Yeah. So Kate is usually a very joyful person and is able to find joy in the smallest of things. And as she lays Molly down to get her changed out of her clothing, she notices that the dress that Molly is wearing has unicorns and rainbows, and it's just a very pretty little dress for a little 5-year-old girl, and she's able to take that moment to actually smile and remember when things were normal.
All right, go ahead and re-roll that die. And rip up that card, by the way. And that was not a success.
No.
You do this and you turn to go out of the room with a smile on your face, and you didn't realize as the lid on the freezer closed. And you're all back in the other room, getting warm, getting things together, preparing some food. When you hear the banging noise coming from the back room.
Do you guys hear that?
What is that? Did we
It's
check
almost
the back door?
panicked as it's getting louder, and you can tell it's coming from the room with the freezer in it.
That's the room with the freezer. I just put Molly in the freezer so that could get everything ready.
Wait.
And
Did you check the door?
what door?
The freezer door, Kate. They typically close.
The noise gets softer, quieter,
No,
slower.
we need to go check the door. We need to go figure out what's going on. I'll go. I'll go. And I go and I check that door. Is the door
The door
shut?
is closed on the freezer.
I open the door.
You
I
fling
pull
it
as
open.
hard as I can.
You fling it open to see Molly, her eyes barely open, breathing very shallowly, looking quite pale.
Molly, are you okay? Molly?
She's breathing shallowly, and she probably a mix of the Dramamine, not having air when she was in there, but she looks like she'll be all right. But it was a close call. But it's another good reason that maybe you came back here. As you notice the trail of ants that is making its way towards the freezer. And the other one that's going down the wall, and the one across the ceiling. There's grease dripping out of the oven that's been turned on, and they seem to be pooling around it, and more ants are making their way in.
Guys, finish changing. We need to leave now.
What the hell's going on?
What are you
Just
talking
got
about,
here.
Kate? Is Molly okay?
Molly's fine. She's okay, but there's ants. There are ants coming in. They're pooling towards the grease near the stove, and there's a lot of them.
Is there any way to, I don't know, salvage the place at all? Like, God damn it, we have to leave already.
We could try maybe spraying some sort of chemicals on the ants. See if we can destroy the ant trail. And then maybe we won't have to leave right away, but...
The fucking dude mentioned poison. It seems like he was able to get ants to stay at bay and has already dealt with that. So I assume a diner would have precautions in place to keep ants away. So they have to have something in one of the stock rooms. Dude, who checked the it was Kate, right? Didn't you?
No,
did you
checked the stock room, Jordan. Where the body is?
God.
You hear
Okay.
a scrabbling noise coming from the ceiling tiles above your head. Like
What the fuck is that?
thousands of tiny feet.
Oh, no. We have to leave. We have to leave now. I'm with you. Let's go. I don't do whatever that is up there. No.
Thea, can you take a deep breath? Try to
don't
calm yourself down. I know you don't, but we need to try to make it that Molly doesn't panic. Everything's okay, Molly. We're gonna get out of here. We're in nice warm clothes. We have a lot of tablecloths to use as blankets.
Kate, I don't know if you realize it or not, but she probably almost suffocated her. I think she's not noticing it right now.
You know what, Thea? You can shut up.
I love this conversation, but can we have it outside? And that's
I agree. I'm gonna follow Rufus. You guys, I'm gone.
The ceiling tile above Rufus collapses, and he finds himself covered in roaches as they swarm across his body.
Oh my god.
Did anybody get something to light something on fire?
I'm gonna grab like a tablecloth or whatever, a rag if there's a dish rag, and I'm just gonna start swatting at Rufus to try to swat off the roaches.
Thea's going to try to see if there was anything that people started piling up to start a fire near the stove, so she can light something on fire to try to get the roaches away with the fire.
You could definitely easily find something. As you kick these away, Rufus, they seem to be coming right back for you. You're beginning to feel these pinpricks at various parts across your body. You feel them crawling inside your clothes.
No. I start ripping my clothes off.
It's flooding outside. I'm grabbing Molly. Let's go outside. I know we just got dry, but if you get in the water, then maybe they'll fall off.
Yeah, come on.
He's standing in one place and just panicking. He can't.
I'm gonna push him. I'm just gonna push him as hard as I can towards the door.
Jordan's got Molly.
You push him towards the door, and the roaches follow and continue to swarm across him. Every time he throws a handful off, they come back, and they're just swarming. And you're beginning to see red marks appear across his face, his neck, his hands. He's ripped off his shirt. You're seeing bites across his back, his chest. Kate, you can definitely...
Rufus?
I'm sure you can find something, but let's have a roll for it to see what you find and if it's effective for you. There are 2 dice in the pool.
Got one
And that
success.
is a success. You find something and you are able to light it, and the fire's going, and you bring it in, and the light alone seems to bother them as they scatter away from him, and you get them away, but he is covered in these bite marks as the roaches slink off to a corner. The front door is still blocked by the tables you had stacked.
Rufus, I don't know what you've done to attract those fuckers, but oh my god. They are trying to eat you. Like, we have to get out of here.
Thea, now's not the fucking time to tell someone who's having a panic attack that he's trying to be eaten by bugs. Rufus, look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me in the eyes. Look at me in the eyes. They're not on you anymore. They're not on you anymore. You don't have bugs on you anymore. You don't have bugs. We're going to leave. You don't have bugs on you. We need to walk. You need to be okay, okay? We have a kid. We need a car. We need to keep going. You're gonna be okay. We can find another first aid kit. We found one easy last time. We're gonna find another one, okay?
Where's my tie? Where's my tie? It's just gonna be another day at the office. Where's my tie?
Kate, where's his? Do you see his tie?
Rufus, I don't know where your tie was.
Here it is.
Just grab his tie. Give it.
And I grab it, and there's like a roach on it, and I just swat it off. Here's your tie.
Rufus.
I have your tie. Here, Rufus. Rufus, here's your tie. Okay. I'm gonna put it around his neck.
Okay.
Here. Do you want me to tie it for you?
No. It's all right. I can do it.
Okay. All right. Take a moment.
All right. It's just another day at the office. We've dealt with cockroaches before. It's okay. It's okay.
You're okay.
I'm gonna try to move one of these tables. I can't be in here any longer.
I'll help you. Calm down. It's okay. It's okay. Everything's fine, right? Fine.
Yeah.
Help him.
Yeah, it's okay.
Start moving the tables.
With
Let's
that
go.
critical failure that occurred that could have been a fatal failure, I'm going to end this scene. Because it could very well have been a death. We have 5 candles. It's growing colder and darker. You're finding what the insects could do, and they seem to be swarming. You're in the cold with a child. Very little to wear for clothing. And a long way to go. The world is dark. But we know these truths. You were able to find a map before you ran out of the diner. Rufus, if you would, please.
The map has some shortcuts to monuments in the area written on it. One of them is a good place to rest. It's one of those touristy attractions, one of those traps, you know.
Okay. Kate?
Kate was able to make a couple more table leg torches to carry while we walk.
The map also had circled hotspots on it with the words avoid.
We stayed on foot for a while, but we found a car.
The world is dark, but
We're still alive.
Lives.
you find a vehicle. It has some fuel. What kind of car is it? Truck, car? I assume it's not a motorcycle, but I'll leave that to you.
Good old Kia Soul, baby. You get to use your car, I get to use mine.
All right. Find a Kia Soul. It's got about a half a tank of gas in it. But the heater works. And it gets you down the road. You follow that map, you avoid some of those circled places. But that only goes so far. You drive for hours. In fact, who's driving now?
After making sure that Molly is strapped into a seatbelt, Kate would drive.
Okay. You drive for several hours. Centerville, Leona, Madisonville. And then you see the monument that's marked. You come around a corner. There's a 40-foot tall statue of a man. It's all in white. Sam Houston. And as you're seeing this in the headlights as you go by, and it just glistens, this enormous man with a cane standing on the side of the interstate, you realize that there was another place that was marked as a hotspot. You'd kind of missed it on the map because it blended in with the security fence. And you have to slow down and come to a stop as there's a roadblock in front of Huntsville Prison.
Cool. Great.
Well, what do you think the chances are anybody made it out of there?
Made it out of the prison?
Yeah, it's probably not a good chance, right? Right?
I think we should avoid it regardless. I mean, Kit, are there any side roads we can take?
Yeah, there's. I saw one on the map. It looked like a cutoff. It didn't look like it was actually listed. It might even be a driveway. I can't really tell. But if you look right here, and she'll show you a spot that's a few miles back. There's a little side road.
I hate reading maps. I can't ever figure them out. Can you just tell me which way to go?
It's a few miles back on the right.
I throw the vehicle in reverse and 3-point turn to go back a few miles.
As you're pulling that last part of the 3-point turn, the back window vanishes in an explosion of sound. And you hear yelling, lots of voices coming from the other side of the roadblock.
What is that, guys?
Fast.
Just drive, Kate.
Drive fast. Drive quickly.
You hear another blast. And I'm going to need you to roll for me to see how it goes with getting away. And that would be no successes and 1 rolled. That second explosion, you think you've got it for a moment, and then you feel as the vehicle goes out of control. The tire's gone out on the front, and as you're trying to squeal away, you just can't get the right traction. You slide, It feels like it's going to go over for a moment, but you slam on the brakes. That may have saved you from rolling the vehicle, but you are now surrounded by a group of men wearing prison outfits. Some have guns. Some have homemade weapons from pieces of fence, table, whatever they could find. There's at least 20 of them that surround you. And I'm going to end this scene. Four candles between you and the darkness. You're getting closer to the destination, but closer to the end. It's been, what, 6, maybe 7 days? And the world's gone feral? The world is dark. And I messed that up. We know these truths. The world is dark. Kate, if you would start us off, please.
The world is dark. But cars make pretty good battering rams against human bodies.
Okay. Yeah.
The world is dark and we make it to the cutoff road.
Okay. Jordan.
As we drive along the cutoff road, Jordan has managed to give Rufus some comfort.
You were easily able to outrun the convicts. They hadn't been paying attention, probably from the storm. The world is dark, but we're still
alive.
You're able to make it back to a cutoff. Take a look at the map. Find another route. Yeah, you can take some back roads. Get around the prison. But you got lucky this time. Fortunately, there's a spare. You can replace the tire.
They're gonna be okay, right?
Of course we are.
No, not us, them. The people.
Was it
It was
not
us, them. It was
Seriously?
us, them. It was.
Are you seriously asking
Fucking
about-
ran someone over with a car.
Yeah. Yeah, you did.
No. Have you? Do any of you know what that just?
Yeah, sometimes you gotta step on necks. They would have stepped on ours anyway.
Do you have any idea what they would have done to Molly? Think about that, and then don't feel sorry for them.
Our morals can't be the same anymore. Okay. Remember we talked about the movies? What everything's like in the movies. We've never lived in the movies. Okay,
This
well, we're
is
living.
still not a fucking movie, Jordan.
I know it's not. Okay, and in the movies, people can make compromises and be happy and stick to their morals, but this isn't the fucking movies. You're right. Okay, and so we're gonna have to make sacrifices. And some of those sacrifices might be other people. Would you rather it be us?
No.
Besides, they were probably in there for a good fucking reason.
They were prisoners.
That doesn't mean that they weren't human.
Less than we are.
Just forget about them.
Is the tire damaged to the point where we can't keep driving, or do you think we can keep going?
Maybe there's a spare. I'm sure there's a spare. We'll just change it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's in the... There's spares in the back under the fucking... It's in the... I'll get it. I know where it is.
Right.
Wait,
I'll help you.
We need to have some sort of light back there.
Okay.
Does this car have that cigarette lighter thingy?
No.
Does it just have any way to start any sort of fire?
Well, when I open the car, the lights will turn on. Okay, and I'll just grab the spare and then I'll fix it. Don't you have those table legs or something still?
Yeah, they're in the back, but the table legs aren't on fire still.
We've been in the darkness for like a week now. Okay, I can see okay in the dark. I'll be okay.
I'll help her. I'll help you, Jordan. We'll figure it out.
Thank you. Cool. I'll pop the trunk.
I will assist her in trying to figure out how to change a tire in the dark.
Right. As you're doing this, you notice the grass moves like there's a gentle breeze, but you don't feel the wind. And has the buzzing, has that sound gotten louder? It's almost like something new has joined the symphony of sound.
Jordan, we have to be quick.
I know.
Whomever's going to do it, let's roll to see how successful you are at getting that wheel back on.
I can do it. Hopefully. There's an error with your formula.
Now, how did that happen? You should see
try
4.
again.
You should see 4 and 0 in the stat columns.
Correct. Hope dice still works.
I don't know. But you're still getting an error on the other one?
Yep.
Oh, it rolled for me, though. Okay, there you go.
There we go. Whew.
Good thing I rolled before you did, or you wouldn't have gotten a success.
Uh-huh.
Which you did.
Thank you.
Lucky we...
And you have narration rights. Tell us how this goes with getting the tire on. What happens?
All right. Theo, we don't have a jack. How strong are you?
I guess we're gonna find out.
Okay. Just do that thing they do in the news where they get adrenaline because they're gonna die. They lift a whole car.
Is that even a real thing?
Yes, I think so. I mean, I have to have some trust in the news. I work for them. I'll just change the tire.
Oh, God. All right. I'm gonna... Actually, Rufus is probably stronger than both of us.
Rufus is covered in bug bites. Just lift the car.
Shit. Okay, all right, well... Damn it. Okay, I'll try this. I'm gonna attempt to... Oh, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna attempt to take the lug nuts off, I guess.
As she tries to lift take lug nuts off and jack the car, I'm gonna scream really loud to try to get her adrenaline going. I'm gonna quickly try to put the tire on.
Oh dear.
And It seemed to work somehow.
No,
I'm a superwoman.
it's a front-wheel drive, front engine mounted vehicle, right? So most of the weight's up front. So
Yeah.
you know, we'll call it good.
Yep. Not too heavy.
And you finish
Lives in a
up.
car.
You finish up, and you're able to get back on the road. Who's driving?
I will drive this time. Kate is probably needs a break.
Okay. You start the engine, turn on the headlights, and when you do, you realize this great group of insects that had collected in front of the vehicle as they split and squirm out of the way of the lights. And you hear the chittering of thousands of tiny legs. Crickets,
It's okay.
grasshoppers, locusts. A centipede crawls up the windshield.
It's okay. It's okay. They're look.
Just gonna put it in drive and go. Just gonna put it in drive and go. Go.
I'm gonna grab Rufus's hand.
All right.
Just shout at the window. What the hell do you want from me? Why?
Hey, they want it from all of us. They're fucking bugs. I don't know.
No. No,
Didn't
they're
this
here
start
for
with
me.
locusts? No, Rufus. Look at me again. Look at me in the eyes again. Remember? I kept you safe. In the diner. You're still safe. Even though you've been an asshole half the trip, I'm keeping you safe. You're safe, okay?
Just breathe, Rufus. Just breathe.
As you're taking side roads to get around and skirt the bad spot at Huntsville, you're having to go a little slower than you would normally like to. And then you realize the back window's gone. This becomes ever aware as flying insects begin to swarm into the back of the vehicle. And they're crawling across the ceiling. A wasp lands on Molly.
Kate's gonna swat the wasp away.
I'm just driving and I'm just like, oh my god, somebody cover the window.
I think we have two situations here. One, a panic from the driver that of course is critical for everyone. So if you would, please, let's see if you can maintain
Fantastic.
control. You maintain control, but that's one less die in the pool. Are you going to let that slide?
I don't know how to get out of that one with my vice card. Like I really don't.
That's legitimate. There may not be a way. I mean,
because I'm just gonna have to let it roll because.
that's good. That's good. So congratulations on keeping control. You sway back and forth, but that swaying back and forth as Kate goes to smack this wasp off of Molly. Let's see how that goes. And she misses.
I'm
No.
burning my vice. So as I... Okay, so I swat at the wasp and I missed the first time. But then I look over at Rufus, who's just sitting there staring at the wasp doing nothing. And I say, God damn it, Rufus, you need to help me. Help me swat this wasp off of her. And hopefully my domineering vice
Okay.
will make it so that he can help me.
I think it's a little bit stretched, but I love to see where it goes. Go ahead and roll and let's see what you get. I'm afraid we lost a dice. And the wasp stings Molly. She screams in pain. This goes on for a few minutes until the screaming stops. and becomes a wheezing gasp, and you notice her face is swollen. Her pulse is racing. And another candle goes out. There are 3 candles between you and the darkness. Things are becoming dire. Consequences serious. We know these things to be true. The world is dark. Kate?
The world is dark, but the lights in the vehicle still turn on. The internal lights, not the headlights.
Okay. Yeah.
The lights turn on. And all the bugs go back out the back glass.
Okay. Jordan.
We push forward all the way to Houston in hopes of a hospital.
The world is dark, but
We are still
We're
alive.
still alive.
Still alive.
you see the sign up ahead for Houston. Her breathing's become so labored, so hard. You were able to find a straw stuck down in one of the pockets of the seat and use that to go in and at least give her some airway, but her throat's so swollen.
It's okay, Molly. It's gonna be okay. We're driving you to a safe place. It's gonna be okay. Can you drive any faster?
I've got it all the way down. It won't go any faster.
Okay. Molly, it's okay.
Is she going into like anaphylactic shock? Wouldn't she have an EpiPen? Wouldn't Randy have given us an EpiPen? Why the fuck did he give us this child that we've been carrying around with us this entire fucking time? I don't understand. I don't get it. Why do we still have her around?
Why are we here at the end of the world? There's only 4 of us. You want to ask the questions? Ask the big ones.
Now's not the time to panic. We just need to make it to Houston. We're
Wow, Thea, oh my gosh. Wow, you're not panicking. Holy shit.
No,
Congrats.
I'm not panicking because
You're not
somebody
panicking for the
apparently
first
has
time.
to keep it together at this moment.
Yes, well, in all the other moments, it hasn't been you.
No, I don't do bugs. This I can handle. Bugs, not so much.
Fine. Whatever,
Oh.
keep pushing.
I think I found another tally mark. You sure love to check everybody's fucking problems but your own.
What problems have I had so far? What have I done? I've pulled us over to the side of the
screamed at
road.
everybody.
With good
Treated
fucking
everybody
reason.
like shit.
So did you.
Well, at least I had a reason.
You'd be still having a fucking panic attack in the middle of a diner if it weren't for me. How's that for a fucking tally, Rufus?
Yeah.
Keep driving, Thea.
You drive as far as you can, but you notice something about the vehicles you're passing. They look like they're covered in spider webs.
Oh, no.
You begin to see them along the side of the road. And then your headlights catch it in front of you. You're near the hospital district, but between you and it is a web between two buildings that covers the entire road.
You know,
Guys, just, what are the odds that it's gonna, be like rubber band effect?
Just stop the car. You know what? Hey, Rufus, you want me to be useful? You wanna add tally marks? You wanna make checks? You wanna see how important I'll get out the car and I'll just I've got a pocket knife. I'll cut through the webs.
hey, you know
And then
what?
we'll keep going.
I'm
Jesus
actually
Christ,
happy
I'm
to
gonna
go with
floor
you
it.
for this one. No, please don't do that. Look, spiders are one of the few things that I'm okay with. So I'll go with Jordan, and we'll cut it down, and everybody will get through here, okay? How does that sound? Because you're right, I would still be having a panic attack, but at least I'm not going to sit by the fucking sidelines and make criticism. I'm going to do something for once.
Spiders eat bad bugs. Maybe this is a good sign.
We can't get through unless we go through the web, though, Kate, and we need to get Molly to the hospital.
Well, if we cut the web,
I'm saying that this might be a good thing, that we might be safe from the other bugs in here.
Exactly,
Okay.
and that's why I like spiders. I don't mind them. At least they got a fucking idea.
As
Well,
you
then let's
say
go.
this, you see a spider make its way across the web, apparently picking up the vibration of your vehicle on the bridge. And it's easily 2 foot across, the body alone, not including the legs.
You still want to get out there and cut that down?
Yes. What other
Not really,
options do we
but,
have?
I mean, I could keep driving and
No.
just...
It's fine.
Yeah, it's better that we do it this way. I mean, if those webs stick the car, then we're all dead, right?
It felt the vibration of the car. There's more webs, meaning more spiders, meaning you guys get out, you're sitting ducks out there.
Yeah, which means
Okay,
we
well,
keep
we're all
running the
sitting-
tires and we're going
yeah.
to see even more of them. So we're damned if we do, damned if we don't. Why don't we just try? Huh?
Let's go.
Fine.
I'll hop out.
I will stop the car and let them out.
This is a very dangerous thing that you're doing. I believe there could be dire consequences for this. I need you to tell me what you intend to do, and then we'll make a roll for it.
Rufus, I've got a pocket knife.
Look, just give it to me. You're right. I owe you one.
No.
No.
If I'm such a problem and I'm yelling at people, then okay.
No. Look, I've been in this kind of shit before. It's not the same, obviously, but you know what? When you insult a member of the board, you gotta make some concessions. And you know what? I put my boots in the shit too many times. You're right. I've been yelling at people too. Let me at least be. Just let me do this, all right? I gotta.
Well, if you do it and you're okay and we all get back in the car, I won't yell at you if you don't yell at me. Square?
I'm not making no promises, but I'm with you.
Okay. Here. I'll hide in my pocket knife.
Shit.
I've got your back.
Yeah.
I have this entire time, even if you don't believe it.
Hey, I'm glad to hear it. And I'll lean in and try to cut the edges of this web away.
All right, please make a roll.
So,
Those are no successes and loss of 1 die.
burning my vice.
What is your vice?
Well, I'm vengeful. I'm so sorry.
Tell me how you burn this vice so that you can roll this dice.
Well, I'm definitely not getting stuck in this web personally. And
That's
I
good
know
enough.
a thing or two
That's
about
good
pushing
enough.
strings.
Roll the die and we'll figure out what happens from there.
I gave him this.
Sorry.
Oh, the irony of it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I really am.
Oh.
So you were successful.
I really am sorry.
You were successful.
Oh, this is so good.
You get to keep the dice, and you get to narrate what happens.
Well, these webs sure are strong, but not apparently strong enough to hold on to an entire person. So it tears the web down, but that doesn't really help because the spiders are still attached to the web. And Jordan is the one who is going ahead and doing us that solid.
The web comes down. The spiders scatter. These are not natural spiders. I mean, obviously they're large. You've seen the movies. Spiders can't really get that big. And there's something odd about these spiders. When they move their mandibles, it shows a jaw. And it shows sharp teeth. These are definitely meat eaters. And they're moving your way, Jordan. What do you do?
So Rufus basically pushed me towards them
That's what
to
I'm
break the
hearing.
web?
That's
Great.
what I'm
Okay.
hearing.
Grab.
Okay. Okay. All right, fuck it. Rufus, toss me the fucking knife. You're gonna put me in this situation, at least give me a weapon. And I hope Rufus tosses me the fucking knife.
That's up to him. What do you do, Rufus?
I retreat back to the car, screaming, "Go, go, go. We gotta get the hell out of here. There's no helping her now."
All right, cool. And I will, I assume that a weak point is going to be the eyes of a spider, just off of my assumptions. How many spiders are there?
We'll make it easy and we'll say 3.
3.
3.
Cool.
And before you narrate, let's go ahead and roll, because I get the feeling you're going to defend against them or attack, and let's see how that goes. That would be no successes and the loss of 2 dice. What would you like to do?
I'd like to burn my moment.
And what is your moment?
I'm gonna stare down Rufus in the fucking car. And I'm gonna start laughing. And I'm gonna go, "Oh, okay, no knife. You just want me to get bit by spiders and I'm gonna turn into Spider-Man. This is fucking hilarious, isn't it? This is funny. We're having a great time. I love this. I'm gonna be a superhero and I'm gonna save us fucking all. This is fantastic." Fucking brilliant, Rufus. Thank you. And I'll laugh and hope he laughs along with me. Whether out of pity or out of actual laughter.
Rufus, what do you do?
Look on in awe of this crazy person laughing in the face of death.
Do you chuckle a little bit, maybe?
Yeah, just a chuckle of disbelief. Just what?
This is your moment. Roll those dice.
Do I get the hope dice now?
You get a hope dice as well. You can roll it. I'll let you roll it with it. Normally we probably wouldn't, but go ahead and roll the 2 ones and roll the hope die. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. You're not supposed to burn the world down.
I'm doing my best. This is an important moment to me.
When the smoke alarm goes
fire.
off in a minute.
Oh, I'm so excited for it. I didn't think it would be this bad. Let me turn my fan on.
The whole world's
That's
just
probably the
rending
best
to
thing.
pieces. I love
All
it.
smoke.
Life's good. We're having fun. Here, let me move this
fantastic.
away so no one's concerned about me. All right.
So you can roll your hope die. Let's just roll the 2 fails first, because that's what really
Cool.
should happen. And see if you get to keep those dice. You get to keep one of those dice, so congratulations on that. And we're going to call this, you get a success. So narrate for me how this goes as these spiders come down on you and you have your moment of taking this laugh with him. What happens to Jordan?
Listen, okay, burning it helped. Okay, it was a necessary risk.
Absolutely.
So I'm basically just like Rufus thinks. I kind of just go insane for a moment. Yelling at Theo about pure adrenaline earlier is basically what happens to me, where I'm laughing and I just in a fit of the moment focus on the eyes and I just kick them because losing a leg feels less detrimental than a hand to me for some reason. So I kick them in the eyes and I run specifically at them so I can keep distance rather than let them all close in. So I run at the first one, kick it in the eyes. It seems to work. Run back towards the other one. Just kick it again. And then finally go and just smash down on the final one. And I just stand there sighing and looking at the car.
As you kick the first one and hit it in the eye and move it backwards, this moves you into the path of the headlights of the vehicle. And the other 2 spiders back away. And the one that you hit in what you presumed to be an eye, however, it feels like a sponge when you hit it. And it makes a noise that almost sounds like a child screaming. And with that, you're able to make your way, run back to the car, and you make it to the vehicle. But you hear the thudding of 8 enormous legs coming from the direction of the hospital.
I did my fucking part. Up to y'all. What are we doing?
I'll pull up to where Jordan is, and I'm gonna open the passenger seat door and tell her.
You?
Get in. So, sure you heard that. I don't think the hospital is where we want to go right now.
Nope.
Sorry, Kate.
What are we supposed to do for Molly?
Not get eaten by a spider? And from the sounds of it, a very big spider.
Are there any pharmacies nearby?
I'm not
We need
familiar
to get her an
with this.
EpiPen or something.
I'm not familiar with this area. Jordan, do you know? Are there any pharmacies close?
I assume any pharmacies nearby have been looted. I kicked an evil child screaming spider in the face, so I kind of want to just keep going to the hospital, to be honest, or else that wasn't really worth it.
Okay. There's
Just gun it forward.
roundabout road, maybe? Around?
We have an opening right here. Just go.
You have
The
to go.
spiders
Fine.
have now worked their way
And
around.
I will floor it.
And where the car's headlights are not, they have moved into the side. And one of them jumps onto the side of the vehicle. It is working on breaking its way through the glass.
I floor it.
It doesn't seem to be losing its grip, but it is moving towards the back of the car, where the broken window is.
I grab one of the table legs from the back to try to use it as a weapon if it skirts around to try to shove it out.
Okay. It makes its way in. You are that line of defense. Please roll and let's see how that goes. That is no successes and no ones. You try to stop this thing. It bites down on the table leg and takes it from your hands. It moves forward, and as brave as you try to be, you find yourself backing up. And that's when it takes Molly and dives out the back of the vehicle. And the scene ends. There are 2 candles between you and the darkness. Danger is everywhere. You're now seeing who they are. We know these things to be true. The world is dark. Kate?
The world is dark, but we have an open path to get to the hospital.
Okay. Yeah.
We make it. We don't have Molly anymore. There's no reason to risk giant spider. I take a sharp left and avoid the hospital.
The world is dark.
But we are still alive.
We're still alive.
Still alive.
You hang a left. But apparently you've gathered some attention now. And as you look in that rearview mirror, you wish that there was no light at all. As you see this massive spider, larger than your vehicle, making its way from building to building, and it's catching up with you.
Guys, I don't know where to go.
Spider's
I'm sorry,
really,
Kate.
It's really big. Do we just leave the car and try to go into an area that the spider can't get into? A building? Try to trick it with a different car?
I don't know. So far, it's still behind us.
If we can trick that spider, we can go and find a different car and we can go back and get Molly.
Oh, Kate. Yeah, we can say that. Is there a parking garage? Parking garage. I'm looking for a parking garage somewhere where I can break through to try to get some temporary coverage.
Please Oh, I need to update the dice, and then I will tell you to roll for it.
Ooh.
Sorry, I was caught up in the moment myself there. Okay, it should show you 2 candles lit, no ST claimed dice. That's not exactly correct, but it's close enough. Please roll.
Okay. There's an error. Hold on. I'll try it again.
I think it's not updating the claimed when I change it.
Yeah, it's still giving me an error.
If you just go up there, you can just roll 2 dice if you want to. We're down to enough dice. It doesn't take very long to roll them now. So.
Okay, hold on. Just 2d6s. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You attempt to find a place. But unfortunately, you take a turn too tight. You hit a curb. It's an elevated roadway and it goes over. What happens, Thea?
The car flips. Upside down. The windows shatter, leaving it open enough for us to be able to crawl through to escape.
I am ending the scene. I'm trying to end the scene. That is a stubborn candle. There we go.
Doesn't want to be extinguished.
It doesn't want to be.
Stay.
Yeah, you should have just left it.
You promised me I would be the last candle. You're lucky to be alive. Definitely, if nothing's sprained, broken, it definitely hurts. I'll let each of you judge where your character comes out of this. Yes.
Rufus is ejected from the car. His legs are badly injured and he's lying on the concrete.
Well, I'll let you give a truth if you want, so let me do my part here. I was going to narrate the closing. No. You got ejected from the car. Some of you were able to climb out. The world. We know these things to be true. Yeah, I'm messing up now. The world is dark. And I'm going to let Thea narrate because he was the last roll.
The world is dark. And we're exposed with no protection.
The world is dark, but we're still alive.
We're still alive.
We're still alive.
There's one candle between you and the darkness. You are surrounded as these creatures move in. It's dire. Any failure at this point means the end. When the car hit, it ruptured the gas tank. Fuel leaked out. It's something hot and ignited. So for the moment, you have a fire. But as you look around in the distance outside of the light that it provides, all you see are glowing teeth and large, 8-legged creatures.
Does anybody see the chair legs?
Is everyone still alive? I mean, Kate.
I'm alive. One of the chair legs is in my thigh.
Oh, fuck. Christ. Okay, Rufus.
He's not next to me anymore. He went out the back window.
I can still stand here. Fuck. Rufus.
Yeah. I know, you want the knife. And it comes sliding across the concrete.
That's not quite what I wanted, but thank you. It's a little late, don't you think?
No. I have an idea. Don't worry. Just
Thea,
get the hell out of here if you can.
Thea, take care of Kate. Get whatever fuck's in her leg and her like Rufus. No, I'll pick up the pocket knife and I'll walk over to him.
If you're trying to walk towards me, I'm trying to drag myself away towards the edge of the circle of fire, towards the largest of these fighters.
I go over to Kate, and I am bleeding out of my side. I cut myself trying to get out of the car. And I look at the stick, or the chair leg, and is it... Oh dear. So I can pull it out and try to light it on fire and keep them at bay longer. Or I can try to pull you away. Neither's gonna feel very good.
Do whatever you think you need to. How long can we actually keep him at bay?
No, as long as we can keep the chair leg on fire or the car explodes. Either way, I kind of would take the car explosion over being eaten alive, honestly. Or bleeding to death. Either works for me. I just don't want to be eaten alive.
Yeah, go ahead and you can take out the chair leg.
Okay. Here, and I'm gonna rip off a piece of my shirt that's not, whatever piece is not bloody. I'm gonna twist it around. Bite down on this. It might help, I don't know. And I'm gonna pull the chair leg from her thigh.
I need you to roll the dice for me, please. And since it's Kate you're doing this on, I would like Kate to roll the die, please.
Okay.
Would you like to narrate it, or would you like me to?
I'll narrate it.
I would say that it probably severs the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she pulls the chair leg out, that piece of wood was the only thing that was actually preventing her from bleeding out. And she pulls the chair leg out and the artery just starts gushing. And Kate only really feels the true level of pain for about 3 seconds until she just feels cold and goes limp.
Oh, no. Kate, wake up. Shit. I go over and I catch the chair leg on fire, and I go back and I try to, I put the fire out and I try to stab into the wound to cauterize it.
The smell of burning flesh pierces your nose, mixed with the coppery smell of fresh blood, and as you look, you realize she's pale. There's too much blood in this car. It wasn't seeping out. It was gushing in spurts. And Kate is gone.
Oh, no. Oh, shit.
The leg on fire is now going out, and the vehicle, the fire, the gas is beginning to burn away. You only have seconds remaining in the light.
Try to light the leg again.
Rufus, where the fuck are you going? Rufus, stop!
Oh! There's no point in this. I'm going to try to get my tie in the edge of the fire.
Okay. You do. You're able to get it lit. You're able to get the leg lit just as the gas burns out. And you hear the noise of movement.
Come on. Come on, I'm not so different from you. We make the same tangled webs. Come on. Take me. Leave these other ones alone.
Rufus, there's no point.
Come on. I know
Rufus,
how you
stop.
guys work.
Rufus, stop! Okay? Thea, is Kate okay?
No.
Rufus, Kate is fucking dead. Okay, can we... Don't give yourself to these. Can we just be together in these last moments? What are you doing?
Trying to make an opening for you guys to get the hell out of here.
No, it's done. It's done. Stop. We're spending these last moments in unity for the first time on his entire fucking trip. I don't care how much we've yelled at each other. I don't care what's happened. We're going to sit together and we're going to go out together. Stop.
I make my way. I tell Kate goodbye, and I make my way, still bleeding because I didn't think to cauterize my own goddamn wound. And I make my way over to Rufus and Jordan, and I have the fire on the chair leg, just like.
See, it's not your fault.
Come on, there's got to be one last deal to make. Come on, you guys got to get out of here.
No, Rufus, I just...
For what? What are we gonna do if we leave right now? Do you see how many? They have the whole fucking city. We'll get maybe a block or maybe even across the street.
What else can we set on fire? I guess I'll start to pick Rufus up.
Oh shit! Put me in the fire. Go ahead.
No, shut the fuck up, dude.
Hey, it'll keep it going for a little bit longer. At least you could do something.
Okay,
I can't even walk on my own.
You're not even that flammable, Rufus.
I'm fat enough. Come on.
Grab him and we will try. I will swat across him if I can with this. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. We'll try.
I'll pick him up. I'll force him into my arms.
The tie
I'm
has
trying to
gone
hold
out.
him and...
The blood on the table leg. The cloth had burned, but it was so saturated with blood that the wood never ignited. And the torch goes out. The darkness grows. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say we made it to Houston. We did what we wanted to do.
We didn't stay. We should have listened to Rufus. We should have stayed back.
It's fine.
You know, it's kind of funny to get tied up in these webs. All I did was make webs.
You know, the recording that we left.
Yeah.
That's my big brain. If anyone finds it.
It'd be nice. It'd be nice.
Hey, there's got to be some other people, right? Those prisoners, they're probably fine.
We should have stayed. We should have stayed with them.
No, that wouldn't have worked out for you.
You feel as this gentle furry legs brush past you quickly from multiple directions, and you feel this wet, stringy feeling as they bind you up in webs and slowly work and cover your mouths, and the light finally goes out as that last bit of webbing goes across your eyes. and you fall asleep. We know these things to be true. The world is dark.
Good morning, everyone. This is Jordan Weber here with you today on your local news channel to talk about our weather forecast for the next upcoming 3 days. We just had a lovely weekend. Hope you all had fun, wore your sunscreen, got outside for a little fresh air, and it looks like if you didn't get a chance to, you'll continue to see sunny skies for the next 3 days. Monday, high of 80. Tuesday, looks like we've got a high of 90, getting up there, quite a big spike, but it is Texas. And Wednesday, there may be some showers. We are predicting some potential cloudy weather, but for the most part, it should be sunny for the next 3 days and into the next week. So hope you have a good week, guys. I'll see you next time.
I'm Thea Walsh. 10 days ago, the lights went out. But it wasn't just the lights. If it had been just the lights, our odds would have been better. The whole world went dark. No moon, no stars, no sun, nothing, except what could run on batteries and candles. I never realized just how cold it gets when the sun is gone. I suppose nobody else did either, and maybe that's what sparked it. Either way, it didn't take long for people to panic. And once they did, the kindness of their neighbors was lost. And once the batteries died, humanity was forgotten. Violence erupted, and it was every man for themselves. Until they showed up. Their arrival brought us together. But that was short-lived. After all, when it's dark outside, and the monsters are at your door, you don't have to outrun the monsters. You only need to trip the person next to you. That brings me to this. I'm here with complete strangers, and we're preparing to embark on what might be our last chance to survive. And I just wanted to say to you, whoever you are, I don't know what shape the world is in as you're listening to my voice. But it's important to me that you know what happened. And despite it all, I still have hope. My story won't end here. And neither will yours.
Shit, how do I work this thing? Okay, I think it's recording. Hello, if you can hear me. My name is Kate Larkin. I used to work in this daycare. I'm sorry to be recording this on this kid's toy, but I don't have anything else to record on right now. In the back compartment, you know, the place where you used to be able to put cassette tapes, there's a piece of paper, and it has the directions for a base that's supposedly outside of Houston. I don't know if the base even really exists or if it's just a fantasy, but anything has got to be better than just sitting around doing nothing, right? If you find this and you don't need to go to the base because everything is okay now, could you find James and Sheila Larkin? They didn't live too far from here. And
Could you maybe give them that piece of paper to let them know where I went? I don't know if I'll ever see them again, so just tell them I love them.
Well, I guess we're heading out today. It might be the last time any of us go anywhere. I guess a lot of people might use this time to apologize. And sure, I lied, cheated. Hell, I even sold my soul. And was it worth it? I guess not. Money ain't doing me much good now. But would I change any of it? Hell no. In this world, you're not given much. If you gotta take the food out of someone else's mouth to survive, do it. If you gotta step on their necks, well, they do the same to you. Just keep living.